Starkville Academy, a very good Starkville Academy team.
And no doubt about it. They opened up week 1 with Newton County Academy. They picked up a 9-point win there. Week 2, they went on the road to Silva Bay Academy and dropped that decision 6-0. They were shut out by Silva Bay. And then last week, Kapaa Academy, a 4A school, but not one you hear about having a strong football program in recent years. And they knocked off Winston 42-10. On the flip side, you look at the Colonel's schedule. They opened up with Pillow Academy, who, by the way, may be the best 0-3 team in the state at this point. St. Joe, front runners to win the AA division again, and then last week at Starkville Academy. And, you really saw last week there was no drop-off from the Volunteers, a game that almost mirrored the state championship, not only in the final score, but the way that things started. Colonels get a pick six to start the game. They get off to a fast start, and then really the Starkville defense just took over that ball game.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Watson, and it was a very interesting game, a good game to be a part of, and Indianola Academy really started off with a 3-game gauntlet to begin the year, as we did the prior year. Got out of it last year 3-0, this year 2-1, which is very great considering it could have gone 0-3, and you said that exactly right, Watson. Pill Academy at 0-3 is the biggest surprise of the year so far to me. It was a very salty, good team, and the ball just isn't bouncing in their favor right now, and instead going in the opponent's favor. That game could have gone either way, and that's weird how one game makes a season just like that.
So the Colonels back at home at Legion Field, where they have a 41-game win streak. So, yes, the Colonels lost for the first time in the regular season last week in several years. The good news is that was week 3 of the season. There's pretty much the whole season still in front of you. Everything the Colonels want to accomplish this year is still achievable. And so, again, interesting to see how the Colonels will respond tonight. I want to remind you that you can watch live video stream of tonight's game as well as all season long by going to youtube.com and searching Indianola Academy Sports Network. You can also find our live audio stream online at supertalk.fm/high school. Scroll down to the IA helmet. The head coach of the Winston Academy Patriots is Andy Greening. We mentioned their record is 1-2. They compete in District 2 of MAIS AAA Division. Tonight is the 7th all-time meeting between the Colonels and Patriots. Winston Academy holds a 4-2 series edge. Last year, the Colonels went on the road to Louisville, knocked off the Patriots 37-7 in a game where the Patriots committed 4 turnovers, and the Colonels were able to pick up a safety in that game. Turnovers could be a factor here tonight with the floppy field.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Watson. These managers are going to have their hands full tonight. These guys got a dubious task of keeping that football dry out there, and I guarantee you Coach Nestor's going to call on those young men just as much as he is his offensive line, his defensive players, and he'll let you know real quick if you're failing him one way or the other. So these guys got to stay on their toes tonight as well, and it's going to be a sloppy field out there, some sloppy playing conditions. Probably not going to see as much passing as we are normally used to, but still going to make for an excellent game.
This is the Delta South Motors pregame show. Delta South Motors, located at 400 Highway 82 in Indianola. Your Delta dealer with the better deal on late model, low mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Go by and see Tommy Cook or give him a call at 662-887-7757. Delta South Motors open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 to 3. You can find their inventory online at deltasouthmotors.com and also on Facebook. The head coach of the IA Colonels is Tommy Nestor. He is in his 13th year at Indianola Academy with a record of 104-45. His assistants are Clete Putnam, Shan Wright, Alan Hill, and Ray Bridges. We will step aside and take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups for the Colonels tonight as they get set to host the Winston Academy Patriots. Back in a minute. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
South Motors of Indianola. Located at 400 Highway 82, Delta South is your new home for quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. With affordable pricing and available financing, sales manager Tommy Cook invites everyone to visit him and the friendly staff at their new location in Indianola. Tommy, formerly of Cosman's, has over 15 years experience in sales and service of automobiles in the Mississippi and Arkansas Delta. Remember, Delta South Motors Indianola, your Delta dealer with the better deal.
We're all looking for savings when it comes to buying groceries. But what if there was a store in the Delta where you can get real savings every day? It's Shoppers Value Foods Indianola. At Shoppers Value Foods, we keep it simple. You pay our cost plus 10%. Shelf price 50 cents, add a nickel at checkout. If the shelf price is $1, add 10 cents at checkout. It's really simple. Our cost plus 10%. Shoppers Value Foods, Highway 82, Indianola. We make it simple.
I'm Greg Bills from Bills Body Shop in Rubel, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field, where the IA Colonels are set to do battle with the Winston Academy Patriots, and what's turned into a beautiful night for football here in Indianola, probably about to get pretty muggy as the sun is back out after a heavy, heavy rain earlier this afternoon, and probably turned a lot of folks away from thinking they were going to come to the game. Well, hey, now the sun's out, no excuse not to be here to watch the IA Colonels.
Sun's out, guns out. Is that what it's supposed to be?
That's it.
Yeah. I wonder if Lee Hargett's going to break out the yellow galoshes again here.
I don't know. I see some pink ones down there. We'll see if they can help out.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be some watching machines working tonight overtime whenever these young kids and adults young men get home, and I'm sure the Spirit line there's going to be some people actually thinking twice about walking out there. Somebody having some nice shoes and everything. So if you're out there, hadn't made it to the game yet, don't wear your cute shoes to the game trying to impress anybody. You're just going to get it wet, especially because we need everybody out there at the Spirit line.
Yeah, absolutely right. Let's give you the starting lineups for the IA Colonels. We will start on the defensive side. At one defensive end will be a junior, number 72, James Roberts, who has 1 solo and 4 assists on the year. The nose guard will be a junior, number 53, Peyton Barnes, 3 solos, 7 assists, and half a sack. The other defensive end will be a sophomore, number 56, Ashton Powell, 11 solos, 10 assists, and a sack on the year. An outside linebacker will be a senior, number 14, Josh Hill, 8 solos, 14 assists, and half a sack. The middle linebacker is the senior, number 3, Stephon Smith, who leads the team in total tackles. He's got 14 solos and 19 assists. The other outside linebacker is another senior, number 28, Wesley Lester, who has 9 solos and 13 assists on the year. At the laser position will be a junior, number 25, Woods Toller, 7 solos, 17 assists, 1 interception, and 1 fumble recovery. At one cornerback will be a senior, number 4, Randy Kimball, 3 solos, 4 assists, 2 interceptions. He's returned one of those for a touchdown. That was last week to open the game at Starkville. At the Rocket position will be a senior, number 80, Eli Lipsy, 5 solos, 5 assists, and an interception. The other cornerback is the senior, number 2, Day Willis, 5 solos, 2 assists, and 3 pass breakups. And the free safety for the Colonels is a junior, number 21, James Hill, 4 solos, 4 assists, and 1 pass breakup. On the offensive line, at left tackle will be a junior, number 66, John Landon Chisholm. At left guard, a sophomore, number 58, Drew Tannehill. At center, a senior, number 57, Logan White. At right guard, a senior, number 59, Alex Tannehill. And at right tackle, a junior, number 72, James Roberts. Starting tight end for the Colonels is a senior, number 3, Stephon Smith, who has 4 receptions for 55 yards, also 2 carries for 32 yards on the year. Starting wideout, the junior, number 18, Thomas Putnam, 3 receptions for 68 yards and a touchdown. Putnam also with 4 carries for 40 yards. The other wideout, a senior, number 4, Randy Kimball, 5 receptions, 86 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He leads the team in all 3 categories. In the backfield at tailback will be a senior, number 2, Day Willis, 29 carries, 160 yards, and a touchdown. Also has 2 receptions for 16 yards. The fullback will be a senior, number 28, Wesley Lester, 36 carries, 175 yards, 4 touchdowns, also with 3 receptions for 32 yards. And the starting quarterback for the IA Colonels is a senior, number 15, Will Davis. Davis is 18 of 44 on the year for 267 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Davis also with 32 carries, 155 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Your starting lineup for the Colonels, I think the game plan tonight, hopefully to get Wesley Lester more involved in the run game, only had 4 carries last week in the loss at Starkville. Talking to Coach Nestor this morning, he said, we're ready to get Lester cranked up and going. Game 4 of the season, he's ready to go, and hopefully we see Lester tote the rock a good bit tonight. We'll remind you that Greenville Motorsports is the sponsor of all IA Colonel First Downs. Our halftime show will be brought to you by Vance's Quick Mart. And also coming up during halftime, we'll have double quick trivia for you. And our post-game show will be naming the Lost Pizza Company players of the game, also the Bill's Body Shop collision of the game. So make sure you stay tuned for all that. Colonels putting a 41-game win streak at Legion Field on the line tonight against the Winston Academy Patriots. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to continue the Delta South Motors pregame show as you're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
South Motors of Indianola. Located at 400 Highway 82, Delta South is your new home for quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. With affordable pricing and available financing, sales manager Tommy Cook invites everyone to visit him and the friendly staff at their new location in Indianola. Tommy, formerly of Cosman's, has over 15 years experience in sales and service of automobiles in the Mississippi and Arkansas Delta. Remember, Delta South Motors Indianola, your Delta dealer with the better deal.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism, wondering how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of those, State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola can help you get to a better state of mind. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and he'll put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, backed by 24/7 customer support. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola, 887-1561.
Local decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel booster.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our 2nd generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Welcome back as we continue with the Delta South Motors pregame show. Delta South Motors, located at 400 Highway 82 in Indianola, is your Delta dealer with the better deal on late model, low mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Saturdays, 9 to 3. Go by and see Tommy Cook or give him a call at 662-887-7757. Also find their inventory online at deltasouthmotors.com and on Facebook. Bank financing is available at Delta South Motors. We certainly appreciate their sponsorship of our pregame show. And I tell you now, Brady, you can't go anywhere within a 100-mile radius of Indianola and not see Delta South tags running up and down the highway.
I saw another sale today as I saw some good-looking truck, and I looked at the rear end of it, had a Delta South Motors tag on it, and pretty good that he gets the word out there and everything. Tommy does a great job, I'm sure, week after week, and so we just got to give him a bigger lot, it looks like here. He's trying to expand like me.
Take a look around the District 1 AAA standings. The Colonels sit atop at 2-1 overall on the year. Of course, hosting Winston Academy tonight, the Bio Academy Colts also at 2-1. They knocked off Pillow last week, 20-12. Bio is visiting St. Joe tonight. Kirk Academy, the Colonels' opponent next week, they're 1-2. They were knocked off last week by Carroll Academy, 33-7. They are at Marshall tonight. Well, you remember those trips? Woo! Lee Academy, the Colts, they are 1-2. They defeated North Delta last week, 7-0. They are at Lee, Arkansas. Speaking of a trip, and North Delta rounds out the district standings, 0-3. As we mentioned, they were defeated last week by Lee Academy, 7-0. They are at Coldwater High School tonight. Let's look around your District 1 AAA standings. We mentioned the Colonels back on the road next week at Kirk Academy. Starts a 3-game road stretch.
That's going to be fun. I'm going to be sleeping in my bed for a while, man. Heck, come on.
The Colonel captains are set to meet at midfield, still waiting on the Patriot captains to get out here. Your captains for the Colonels. What you got?
Go ahead. You can announce. You know what I'm ready to announce.
Colonel captains are Randy Kimball, Logan White, Alex Tannehill, and Eli Lipsy. Take it away.
I'm looking at this week 1, after week 1 of Fearless Forecasters, and Watson and I, this is our first year to be against one another here. And so anyway, we got along pretty much over the years, 13 years together in the booth, but I see some bad blood coming here. I'm on the top row after week 1. Watson's on the bottom row. So although we do have the same record. So I guess, I don't know why I got up there.
To find out how that, we got to get alphabetical order going or something.
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah, really. I guess I have higher rank. I'm older than you, maybe. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
I hope we don't finish. I hope we don't end up like the, I think I heard the Detroit Tigers, their broadcast booth had been there for like 14 years together, and this week they had just finally had enough of one another and just really got into a fight over the radio. Kind of crazy there. I don't know. I don't see that happening to us. But anyway, stranger things have occurred.
Yeah, that was certainly a story to read about. Apparently a very physical altercation between the two.
I think they built a wall between them or something. I'm telling you, it got kind of crazy.
Crowd continues to build here at Legion Field. The sun continues to shine as Winston Academy, their captains, have made their way out onto the field. Their captains are Chandler Wells and Noah Dempsey. The IA Colonels back at home tonight. They're in their home royal blues with white letters, white numbers, the royal blue helmet with the white IA logo. Winston Academy is in their road white tops with red letters and numbers, gray pants with the red and navy pipe down this side, navy helmets with the red WA logo. Coin has been flipped. Winston Academy won the toss. They have elected to receive, so they will have their offense on the field first tonight. We inch closer to kickoff here from Legion Field, the IA Colonels and Winston Academy Patriots. Glad you're with us tonight on Super Talk for the Delta. The Patriots have brought a nice crowd across the way.
They really have, yeah. They made a good trek over here. It's about a, 2-hour trip from here to Louisville, and not too bad. Kind of reminiscent of the one we had last week going down Highway 82 there for the most part. And anyway, they did. The bad weather didn't scare them off, and fans are starting to trickle in here on the north side of the stands as well, and we were all kind of worried. I had a bunch of people asking, you think this rain's going to be out of here by 7 tonight? And I was like, I really don't care. I'm sitting in the dry. That question's for you, not me. So anyway, I was glad at least a lot of people were optimistic about coming to the game, and, fans, we love to have you all out there, but if you're not able to attend, we love to have you on the radio as well.
We'll remind you once again also you can watch live video stream of Colonel football tonight and all season long by going to YouTube and searching Indianola Academy Sports Network. You can also catch our audio stream online or on your smartphone at supertalk.fm/high school. Scroll down to the IA helmet and take Brady Me and Brady with you wherever you go.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. We won't have anybody on any combines tonight. I guarantee you that much.
No, no, if they are, I want to know what kind of combine they're driving.
Fine-tune driven this.
Yeah, that's for sure. We will step aside, take our final break at the Delta South Motors pregame show, and we'll be back to get you ready for kickoff. The IA Colonels and Winston Academy Patriots back in a couple of minutes with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Olivia, I scratched the hardwood floor with my truck. Oh no, Cooper, what are we gonna do? Call my pals at Robertson Floor Service.
That's right, Cooper and Olivia. Your PAP at Robertson Floor Service has been serving the Delta's flooring needs since 1992. Call us for an appointment today at 662-887-4477. Tell them, Olivia.
Come to PAP Score. We can. We do. Your hardwood floor. And get a free coat.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East, Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Indianola Collision has been a vital part of the Delta business community for over 6 years. Located on Highway 82 in Indianola, Indianola Collision is now certified to repair the new aluminum Ford trucks. And here's good news, we will handle your insurance work for you. All we need is your claim number. We know it's hard to be without your vehicle, and we now have rentals on site. Call us and we'll have a rental waiting on you, no delay. Scott Lofton says, thank you for your business. Without you, we wouldn't be here. For all your auto body repairs, call Scott or Derek at Indianola Collision at 887-2000. That's Indianola Collision.
Some call it low smoke ahead-us. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that low smoke ahead-us has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low smoke ahead-us also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Ahead-us Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
Magic Mart Pharmacy is a proud supporter of IA Colonel football. We know it takes hard work and commitment to win football games. Come by and let us work hard to earn your business. Serving Indianola and the Delta area as your hometown pharmacy for 25 years. That's Magic Mart Pharmacy located on Highway 82 East behind McDonald's with a drive-through window for your convenience. Magic Mart Pharmacy, where your health is our business. Go Colonels!
Guarantee Bank has always been serious about delivering a better experience in every interaction that we have with our customers. It's all about what matters most to you. Making the lives of our customers better is what makes us a better bank, because there's more to banking than money. With locations in Batesville, Belzona, Cleveland, Greenville, Hernando, Hollandale, Indianola, Senatobia, South Haven, Vicksburg, and Grenada, we're Mississippi's Guarantee Bank and Trust Company. Big bank sophistication, small town values. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back. We are just about ready for kickoff here from Legion Field. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you. The IA Colonels and Winston Academy Patriots. Patriots won the opening coin toss. They will receive. Colonels will be kicking left. The Patriots will work left to right. We're set for another fun night of high school football. Hopefully the field holds up over the course of this one.
Yeah, you're right. Watson, I like the new press box. I love it, but I do kind of miss the old one where we were sitting in whenever they would the young ladies would be singing the national anthem or the prayer. You know, that was real neat. Get to see them right there, listen to them talk and sing, and all of them had some beautiful voices over the years, and that's probably one of the things I do miss about not being in the same. But the other funny thing was we'd always say some kind of comment, and everybody down the whole row would sit there and kind of look over at us.
Yeah, it's kind of secluded, but we'll take it. Dry, air-conditioned.
Yep.
Spencer Robertson set to kick it away. Noah Dempsey, J.J. Beeman back deep to receive, and it will be Beeman to back up and take it at the 7. Returns it straight ahead, works across the 20 up near the 25, and he's taken down hard. Eli Lipsy getting down field to make the tackle along with Grant Coleman. Patriots will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25.
I used to remember back in those years when you'd have that wet playing surface out there, you know, you'd be stretching pregame warm-ups. That was the first thing Coach said, you know, get down on your rears and have to do them toe touches and everything. So whenever first initial wetness gets there, it's kind of tough, but after that, it just gets kind of used to it.
Patriots will open up in the gun. Quarterback is Luke Dempsey, a junior. Wears number 7, takes the snap. He'll turn. Hand off to Noah Dempsey, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a yard. Like Lester in there along with Josh Hill.
Well, Watson tonight on a wet, soggy surface where you're going to win the battle of this game here is going to be in the trenches there. As the run game's going to be relied upon very heavily for both teams here. It's kind of hard to get a passing game established, so we got to win up front here. These guys got their hands full.
2nd and 9 from the 26. Dempsey takes the snap, hands off, running right side. This time is Chandler Wells, and he is stacked up, nowhere to go, no gain on the play. Stephon Smith, Wesley Lester in there again.
Yeah, several good players. I saw Lester actually get blocked down and sealed from the outside, did a good job spinning out of there and able to avoid that good block, that crackdown pancake block, the seal block, and was able to rebound and get to the outside. But what I like to see tonight is, as well, Indianola Academy's defense getting all over the field. That's good. That's what you want to see, getting after it and just getting out there and laying some licks. And even so, whenever even plays like that where your other players get blocked hard, other people can bounce up there and make the plays.
3rd and long. Patriots looking to throw. Dempsey has slipped out of his hands, and they're going to say incomplete. That was close to a lateral. Eli Lipsy was going to have an easy 7 there, but they ruled it incomplete. 4th and 9 coming up for the Patriots. A good stop early for this Colonel defense.
Yeah, and I like Eli Lipsy's mentality there. The senior using his head. They've been in this position before where he said, hey, you know, wow, hey, you know, this could be close to a lateral pass, and let's pick it up and try to score something nonetheless. Unfortunate break for the Colonel's defense.
Here's a new one. Wesley Lester back to return punts this week. It's blocked. Josh Hill picks it up at the 7, and he will skip into the end zone. Touchdown, Colonels. We'll talk about a difference in special teams from a week ago. Colonels get it done here with the punt block. Hill picks it up, returns it 7 yards for the score, and the Colonels on top of the Patriots, 6-0 with 10:28 to play in the first.
Well, Hill got one of his blocked last week, so just kind of returning the favor the week afterwards, and just coming off that left side there, coming to where the kicker is a right-footed kicker, so he ran right into that beautiful block there and was able to just scoop and score. I tell you, that is a tough position to be out here in the kick and punt return department here back deep. You're looking up, not knowing where everybody is. You got to have a mindset on you. You can't worry about those guys. You've got to focus on catching that ball and then worry about where your people are coming down the field. Fortunately, Lester didn't get tested that time.
Spencer Robertson on for the extra point. He's 11 for 12 on the season. Make it 12 for 13. Colonels on top of Winston, 7-0, 10:28 to play first quarter. Take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Great deals from Wade Incorporated. There's no need to put your chores off. Come see us for savings on John Deere compact utility tractor packages, like the 3E. Enjoy up to $3,050 off and 0% financing for 60 months. Let us help you take your chores from to-do to done. This offer ends on October 15th, 2018. Some conditions apply. See johndeere.com or visit your local Wade dealership for details. Wade Incorporated, your North Mississippi John Deere dealer, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909.
Proud supporters of Colonel Football, the Tackett family, owners of Heartland Catfish Company, farm 7,200 surface water acres of catfish and 15,000 acres of grain land. That makes us the largest single grower of farmed raised catfish in the U.S. Heartland is committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality farm-raised catfish products. Be sure and eat catfish raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland Seal. Smooth, clean filet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel Football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel Football.
Welcome back. Colonel's on top of the Patriots, 7-0, 10:28 to play in the first quarter. Josh Hill scooped up a blocked punt, returned it 7 yards for the touchdown as Robertson set to kick it away again. It's going to be taken at the 13 by Jake Harrington. Tries to run it left side, has a little running room up across the 25-30 and wrestle down near the 33. That's where the Patriots will start their second drive of the night.
Well, Colonel's kickoff coverage did a great job of just running their lanes yet again. And whenever they got close there, they do realize this is a slick playing surface, so they got to break down a little bit earlier and just make those tackles. The main thing here is you don't want to give up a big return and a huge bust. 34-yard line, that's a pretty good stop.
1st and 10, Winston from their own 33. Quarterback Luke Dempsey continues to work out of the gun, has Wells in the backfield. 2 receivers come to the near side. Handoff will go to Wells, tries to pick his way right side. Stephon Smith gobbles him up, throws him down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, Watson, we've got a 3-man front there, and we always like to blitz the linebackers and bring them in there as well. So it could go anywhere from a 3 to a 5 or 6-man front. And I tell you, Stephon Smith figured out real quick that those offensive linemen don't have those head up on a swivel there, and he took advantage of it. Shot right through that A gap, got into that backfield, and made some things happen. Man, beautiful executed play there.
Lester has to check out. He's got about a 8-pound block of mud in his face mask.
I saw that.
2nd and 10, Patriots. Dempsey looking to pass, throws right side, incomplete over the head of intended receiver Jake Harrington. Toller had the coverage for the Colonels. 3rd and 10 coming up.
And the worst thing about it, it's only going to get worse as the night progresses there. That field's not going to get any drier tonight. Toller did a good job there coming up, making a good coverage there. Thought he was going to get there just a second too early, but he did a great job of breaking out the last second, slowing down some, allowing the receiver to catch it or attempt to catch it first, and then making the hit.
3rd and 10 from their own 33. Patriots looking for their first down of the night. Dempsey takes a snap from the gun, looking to throw. Goes left side, incomplete. Led Harrington a little too much. That time Josh Hill had the coverage. Incomplete pass will leave the Patriots with 4th and 10. They'll have to punt it away with 9:29 to play first quarter. Colonels on top, 7-0.
I like Coach Nestor's calling there on a 3rd and long situation of passing. He put both Houston Dana and the 12-gauge Clint Jones out there on the defensive end positions, crashing hard, making the quarterback have to commit fast.
Colonel's got a block the first time. Here they come again. The Patriots get it away. It hits at the 40, picked up at the 35 by Lester. Somebody give him a full head of steam. Across midfield into Patriot territory, tiptoeing down the sideline, and finally steps out just inside the Patriot 35-yard line. Wow, what a return by Lester.
Yeah, it was. Well, what Wesley did first off is he got far enough back there. He knew that we were going to give a little pressure on the Winston kicker, make him kick it quick and not get a full head of steam on that ball there. So he knew the ball was going to bounce in front of him. He played it cleanly, caught it there on a fly kind of. He was moving, and he already had that momentum going as well. Did a great job of running down the field behind his blockers.
30-yard return to the 34. Handoff goes to Lester, and he is wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Colonels.
Yeah, just got to stay low here. This offensive line, this is their first action tonight. The first series we're seeing on the offensive side of the ball, these linemen have got to stay low and fire out of those stances there. And as Winston Academy kind of stuffed us up front there on that play, and, we got that one play of butterflies out of our system. We got to get after it now.
I formation in the backfield behind Davis with James Hill as the fullback, Lester the tailback. It'll go to Lester, bounces outside. He's got a first down and more to the 20, to the 15, lowers his shoulder inside the 10, taken down at the 9-yard line of Greenville Motorsports. First down, 25 yards on the run.
Yeah, Jake Harrington, the senior, making a touchdown-saving tackle there in the open field, just hitting low there. That was the only way that you can stop that barreling train coming down through there. Lester, once he gets through the initial line of scrimmage, bounces it to the outside, followed a good crack block there. It looked like by Woods Toller, I think, his receiver did a good job of sealing off the outside and allowed Lester to vault into that secondary there and get some much-needed yardage.
First and goal from the 9. Offset eye in the backfield. Davis under center. Putnam shifts in motion to the near side. Will toss it to the right to Toller. Bounces to the edge, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Colonel. Second touchdown of the season for Woods Toller. Takes it in from 9 yards out. Puts Big Blue on top 13-0. 7:55 to play in the opening quarter.
I'm sure Woods likes to run behind that first-string offensive line in the couple weeks past whenever he was playing against St. Joe, and he had to be the backup tailback behind the second-team offensive line. Didn't get much love there, but this week he was able to get it into that end zone there, and just the speediness that he had once he got to the outside was able to get into that end zone.
Robertson's extra point is up, and it is good. 14-0. Colonels on top of the Winston Academy Patriots with 7:55 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
The year was 1953. The average wage was $4,000 a year. Gas was 20 cents a gallon, and Dwight D. Eisenhower became president. In that same year, in the land of cotton, the Mississippi Delta, Abrahams was born. Michael and Helen Abraham carry on the proud tradition of offering the finest collection of men and women's clothing for Indianola and all of the Delta. Jeans from Big Star and Silver, mountain khaki shorts and pants, and Polo and Cotton Brothers for men. For the ladies, shoes by OTBT, Barefoot Dream sweaters, and Carly dresses and tunics. And don't forget Patagonia and True Grit in ladies and men. Proud Colonel Boosters, Abrahams, downtown Indianola.
There's something special about having that trusted friend by you each day. No matter what life brings, he's always there, ready to lend an ear, a smile, and even a helping paw. At Planters Bank, that's what we're here for. We believe in you, and we're cheering you on each and every step. And in the places we can help, we'll be giving you that extra push you need. Planters Bank, growing together. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Robertson's kickoff taken at the 5 and returned out to the 35-yard line by Cole Ellenberg. Patriots will have it first and 10 from their own 35 with the Colonels on top 14-0, 7:45 to play in the first quarter.
Well, what happened there at that series, I bragged on our special teams running their lanes and breaking down a little early. That time they ran just a little too far and over-pursued it just a little too much, didn't break down soon enough, and they were able to get it. Winston was able to get kind of a cutback running lane. James Hill made a nice touchdown-saving tackle there in open field.
First and 10 Patriots from their own 35. Dempsey from the gun will turn handoff to Wells, and he's wrestled down from behind. That was actually Jackson Joyner on the carry. Josh Hill coming up to make the stop.
Yeah, and also 12-gauge. Clint Jones getting in there from the backside did a great job realizing that the ball was going the opposite way away from him and that the defense had kind of stuffed it up on that right side there. Wisely shot in behind there. Knew the running back wasn't paying any attention to him. Snuck in there from behind and made a nice tackle.
Second and 11 from the 34. Clock runs with 7:10 to go first quarter. Cardinals on top 14-0. Dempsey takes the snap. He'll turn handoff, hit in the backfield, dropped again, and Josh Hill coming up with another big lick for the Colonels. That was Joyner again on the carry. They'll lose about a half a yard, third and long coming up for the Patriots.
I got to say that play, though, where it started, Peyton Barnes right there in the center, just clogging things up right there in the middle, not allowing those offensive linemen to fire off and get into that middle line linebackers and everything. And by doing that, that allowed Josh Hill to be able to read where the backs are going, and Josh Hill was able to bounce through there, shoot an A-gap, get in there, and make a nice tackle in the backfield.
Third and 12 from their own 33. Patriots looking for something positive offensively. Hasn't come so far. Dempsey's in trouble. Ball is loose. He was sacked back around the 32, and the Colonels have recovered. Boy, things couldn't go any worse for Winston Academy right now, and hopefully we'll see the Colonels take advantage.
Yeah, Ashton Powell did a great job there. Checked in there on the defensive line of scrimmage on a third down and long situation. Indianola Academy trying to give the quarterback for Winston Academy not enough time to get comfortable in that passing game, and did a great job of getting back there, putting the pressure on him. I couldn't see who initially got the first initial contact when the ball lay on the ground, though. Ashton Powell was on the ground as well, crawled over and was alert, got on the ball.
Powell with the fumble recovery gives the Colonels 1st and 10 at the Patriot 31. A heat timeout on the field. We'll keep it here. Colonels got on the board early with a blocked punt. Josh Hill picked it up, ran 7 yards for the score. And Woods Toller with a 9-yard touchdown run on the first Colonel offensive series of the night. It's where we stand 14-0. Colonel's about to get it back in Patriot territory. This is what you wanted to see. You have a tough time on the road last week. You come out here, you get a good, quick start, get the confidence back in your guys, and hopefully get some of these younger guys some playing experience because, like we said earlier, it's still a long season ahead.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and everybody needs all this playing experience right now, and Coach Nestor and company, they always do a good job of getting all the younger players, the second string, the future generation of the Colonels in there whenever he knows that he can, and I am excited to see some of them. I know a bunch of mamas, like I said earlier tonight, them washing machines. Everybody's washing machine going to be working in Indianola tonight.
James Hill, Wesley Lester in the backfield. Play action for Davis, looking to pass. Kimball picked it up off his shoestrings and hauls it in at the 20-yard line. Well, that ball just came wobbling out of Davis's hands, and Kimball somehow went down and picked it up. It'll be very close to the marker. We may have to have a measurement.
I thought the back judge was going to come in and override the catch there, and like you said, though, Kimball did a great job of going down there. What are they saying, that he did not catch it now? He must have come in and overruled him.
Yeah, apparently so. They took it down to the 21. Now they're going to bring it back to the 31, so no reception. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Wow. Davis will work from the gun with Hill and Lester in the backfield. Looks to pass again. Goes right side. Caught by Putnam, and he's drilled at the 28. Boy, credit Putnam for hanging on there. He was kind of left out to dry, out in the flat.
Yeah. Runs a 5-yard quick out there, and he knows he's going to get hit, especially whenever they're running tight coverage out there. Those cornerbacks were, I couldn't tell if that was number 8, Curry Black, or number 9, Noah Dempsey. But you got to give him credit as well there. He came up and made a nice pop real quick once Putnam caught that ball and wasn't allowing him to get any extra yardage after the catch.
4-yard pickup to the 27, 3rd and 6. Davis dumps off the screen, complete to Hill. He's got a Greenville Motorsports first down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. 13-yard rumble for Hill after the catch. Colonels move the chain.
And Josh Hill, that middle tight end screen there, beautifully executed by him and Davis. I tell you also, that is a tough blocking pass route, or a pass block there, as Coach Shan Wright, I know, has got his offensive line ready for that. You got to work your defense up the field, string them along, make them want to follow Davis, and then at the last second, shuck them off, go upfield, and pick somebody else up. Tough blocking, good job up front by the Colonels.
5 minutes to play first quarter. Colonels on top, 14-0, looking for more. Bobble snap. I think Davis turned to pitch it. Maybe it went off the hip of a teammate. James Hill alertly falls on it back at the 21. That'll be a loss of 7 on the play.
Yeah, credit Hill there, James Hill, for making a veteran play there, even though this is his first year. He's getting a lot of true playing time on the offensive side of the ball. Falling on the ball alertly instead of trying to pick it up and make something happen. He realized, hey, I'm working with a muddy field here. It did look like Davis, whenever he came out, he had that toss sweep going, and it looked like an offense, maybe hit an offensive lineman. Their splits are so tight. They're on top of one another. I believe whenever he came out of there, that football hit his right guard there in the rear end and kind of knocked it out of his hand.
2nd and 17 from the 21. Davis swings it out left side, caught by Lester. Picks up a block, spins at the 20, and works down to the 18, maybe the 17. We'll see where they mark it. Short gain on the play. They'll put it at the 17, give him 4 on the reception.
Beautiful job of blocking out front there by Putnam. He realized that the defensive back there, the potential tackler, had his back to him, so he waited to the last second till he finally spun into him, and then, boom, put his hands on him, got just enough in the way, didn't try to knock him down or nothing, did a great job of just staying up front there and getting in the way, and that's what you wanted, where Wesley Lester could bounce and get about 4 more extra yards there.
3rd and 13 from the Patriots 17. Ball is on the near hash. Lester goes in motion. Handoff goes straight ahead to James Hill. Picks his way inside the 10. Works down to the 8. 9-yard pickup for James Hill will leave the Colonels with 4th and 4.
I like to see that by James. Nice run there between the tackles. Did a good job up front there from his fullback position, getting those yards, bouncing in between those tackles there. You're going to get hit. Hill stayed low and did an excellent job of running up through there. It was kind of a passing situation, maybe caught Winston a little off guard there. Nonetheless, I'll take it.
Colonel's going to go forward on 4th and 4 from the 8-yard line. Davis will go under center. James Hill in the backfield. Toller goes in motion. Ball is loose on the ground. It will be a turnover on downs. Patriots will take over at their own 10 with 2:41 to play in the first quarter. Colonel's on top, though, 14-0.
I know Coach Nestor and company, they really wanted to strike while the iron's hot, and it might not be the best of situations to practice getting a field goal unit in right now, especially with wet footing and everything. But, you know, at the same time, maybe this is where you want to practice that kicking down there. Nonetheless, Strove made a nice drive here, and got to credit Winston Academy defense, bending but not breaking, and Indianola Academy offense just could not muster and get into that end zone.
1st and 10, Patriots from their own 10. Colonel show blitz. Handoff goes to Wells straight ahead. He's stood up by Toller and taken down with some help. Like Clint Jones coming in to provide a lending hand there. They'll mark it at the 12-yard line, 2-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Well, Winston isn't too very flashy here. They just kind of get in a shotgun formation and kind of run a veer there, and 90% of the time they're handing it off to their first up back going through the hole there, just trying to win in the trenches there, and right now Indianola Academy's got their number.
2nd and 8 from their own 12. Clock continues to run as we hit the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Colonel's leading 14-0. Dempsey takes a snap from the gun. It's loose on the ground, and he will go to a knee just to secure possession. That'll be back inside the 10. We'll see where they mark it. Like they'll put it at the 8, so a loss of 4 on the play.
Well, 3rd and long situation. Here's where you want to put those blitzing defensive linemen in once again, get those ears pinned back. It is a passing situation here. I see it looks like 56, 58. I can't tell. Checked in at nose guard there on this 3rd down play. Also have Clint Jones in there. Get a little speed on the field.
Maybe 55, Jeff Rainey, or possibly Warren Toller in there as the Patriots go for the home run ball down the field. It's incomplete, intended for Hoyt Hendricks. And that is Warren Toller that is checked in there.
Yeah, it looked like a junior high jersey there. That is who it's going to be.
So the incomplete pass leaves the Patriots with 4th and 12 from their own 8.
It's not that his jersey's dirty yet that I couldn't read the number. The shirt just tucks in a little differently, and I'm used to reading the high school numbers, and I couldn't read that number there. Sorry about that, Warren.
Yeah, they get a little scrunched up. It's hard to make out the difference there.
That's right.
Hendricks will go back, stand a couple of yards deep in his own end zone to punt. We've got a flag down.
I don't think we got offsides on that. I did see Stefan jumping a little bit there, but false start there.
Okay, a false start against the Patriots to back them up 5 yards. McCorkle back to punt instead of Hendricks. And he will stand underneath just about the crossbar of the goalpost.
Watson's up here grooming Kurt to take over my position after next year there, so
you better believe it.
Yeah.
Good snap back to McCorkle. Gets off a quick punt. It's end over end. Lester will let it roll and pick it up at the Patriot 45. Looks to pick up a block. Comes to the near side inside the 35 and taken down around the 32. A decent return there out of Lester. Nice punt from McCorkle.
Really was, especially with the pressure that he had. He realized that field presence there, not going too far back to step out of bounds back there for a safety, but at the same time not allowing Indianola Academy to come back there and block his punt. Got it off quickly, and it took a very favorable Winston Academy roll.
37-yard punt, 13-yard return out of Lester. 1st and 10, Colonels from the Patriot 32 with 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. Davis will hand off to Lester, running around the right side. He was hit in the backfield, able to carry a Patriot for positive yardage. He'll gain a couple. Mark it at the 29, give him 3 on the carry, bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that Patriot hit him, would-be tackler hit him up high there and just caught along for the ride there after a while, as Lester was in kind of that speed play there, running from the left to the right. And there goes Mitchell Terrell. If any of y'all have a headset out there, he's supposed to report to the press box.
2nd and 7, Colonels from the Patriot 29. To be the last play of the first quarter. Colonels on top, 14-0. Davis takes the snap out of the gun. Fakes the give, keeps it for himself. Got running room up the middle. He's inside the 20 and spun down at the 15. A 14-yard run for Davis, a Greenville Motorsports first down, and that will bring the first quarter to a close.
Well, they hadn't. I guess they have to mark the chains and then run the last 2 seconds off here.
Colonels leading 14-0. Got on the board with a blocked punt. Josh Hill returned it for the touchdown, and a Woods-Toller 9-yard touchdown run that's been your scoring so far. Colonels looking to add to it. When we come back in a minute, we'll start the second quarter as you're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
At South Sunflower County Hospital, Championship Healthcare is always in season. We are invested in being the best hospital for our friends and neighbors and are ready to care for your every need. Complete high-quality care right here in Indianola. From prenatal to adult care, the providers at South Sunflower County Hospital are surrounded with the latest technology, and their compassionate, personalized care gives you that at-home feeling you need and deserve. Closer to family, closer to home. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Welcome back after one quarter of play. The IA Colonels on top of the Winston Patriots, 14-0 here at Legion Field. As we flip into the field, the Colonels will now work left to right. They've got 1st and 10 from the Patriot 15 as they look to add to a 14-point lead.
Going to get to run up this end of the field this quarter now. Really mainly spent on the first quarter there on the east side of the field.
Yeah, the entire first quarter. Play action for Davis, throws over the middle, in and out of the hands of Randy Kimball. He would have an easy 6 there as he was open around the 3, but couldn't hang on. That'll leave the Colonels with 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we got to get Kimball catching that ball there. Nice, actually, slant route there, almost kind of reminiscent of a post, but ran it right in there, trying to get nestled in right behind your linebackers, right in front of your defensive back. So a little sweet spot right in there. Kimball knows that he's hearing footsteps coming across the middle of the field. Got to watch that ball in, though.
Hill and Lester in the backfield on 2nd and 10. It goes to Lester. He's got a big hole. The Patriots won't know part of Lester coming toward him. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Colonels. A 15-yard rumble for Lester puts the Colonels on top 20-0 with 11:45 to play in the second quarter.
I'm not going to talk bad about my boy here, but that wasn't much of a cut. But I really noticed on that juke cut there, number 5, Johnson Wells, the 10th grader, free safety, didn't want nothing to know.
He wisely just laid down about the side and said, yeah, go ahead and take it.
Yeah, really. It's yours, man. Have at it.
That's a wise decision.
Yeah, I hate my team. The rest of my team missed you.
Robertson's extra point is up and good, makes it 21-0. Colonels on top of the Patriots. 11:45 to play in the second quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
I'm Greg Beals from Beals Body Shop in Rubel, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
We're all looking for savings when it comes to buying groceries. But what if there was a store in the Delta where you can get real savings every day? It's Shoppers Value Foods Indianola. At Shoppers Value Foods, we keep it simple. You pay our cost plus 10%. Shelf price 50 cents, add a nickel at checkout. If the shelf price is $1, add 10 cents at checkout. It's really simple. Our cost plus 10%. Shoppers Value Foods, Highway 82, Indianola. We make it simple.
Welcome back. Robertson's kickoff goes through the hands of Ellenberg into the end zone for a touchback. Winston Academy will start this drive 1st and 10 at their own 20. Indianola Academy on top 21-0 with 11:45 to play in the second quarter.
That's pretty awesome there. That's a tribute there saying how strong of a leg that Robertson has there. The junior does a great job when getting called upon this year. Didn't get any kicking time last year that I can remember, and suddenly comes on the field here with authority. Great job there by the junior, putting it into the end zone there for a touchback.
1st and 10, Patriots. Dempsey will work from the gun as Winston works right to left. As you look at your radio, he will turn handoff to Joyner. There's a nominee for the Bills Body Shop collision of the game. Give it to Wesley Lester. What a collision.
It looked like he almost lost his footing right before he hit. Did break down there at the last second, though, and then came out of that thing like a rock.
Didn't slow him down.
No, it didn't slow him down any at all there. Great job. Dalton Powell was going to catch him from the backside, from his backside defensive end position. We got to watch that from our defensive end position there on maybe a cutback or a reverse or something like that. You're taught to stay as deep as the deepest back. And I noticed a lot of our defensive ends really crash a little too hard there. Maybe they don't have outside containment. Maybe outside linebacker does. You know, different defenses run different things. Great job there, though.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 from the 19. Dempsey will hand off to Wells. Another big collision at the 21, a 2-yard pickup. Ashton Powell in there once again.
Yeah, I watched Powell come out of his defensive end position there that time, worked across 2 people's face there, did a great job realizing that the play was going to the inside instead of the outside, had it sealed off, and then went across the faces of the blockers and did a good job getting in about that 5-hole there, making nice containment and a stop right there before they could get out of the past line of scrimmage.
Put it back at the 20, so 3rd and 10. Winston Academy won't say timeout. We'll keep it here. And remind you that coming up during the Larry Vance Quick Mart halftime show, we'll have double quick trivia for you. Second week for that, you'll have an opportunity to win a $10 gift card from our friends at Double Quick. So make sure you stay with us at the half.
Had a lot of participation last week and had a lot of great guesses. Still, my favorite one was Watson Brewer Pookie getting a pick on there. He got the call out. So the guy said, "Well, I've guessed everybody else." You know, except for he didn't guess the right answer. So anyway, love our fans out there. Glad everybody's listening. Colonel Nation, definitely keep us on our toes up here in the booth, and love bringing you a broadcast live and in living color week after week.
10:30 to play in the second quarter. Colonel's on top, 21-0. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Patriots. Ball is at the Winston 20. Brandon Brown will check in defensively here for the Cardinals. Also had Reeves Policini in there a couple of plays ago. Dempsey will send trips to the right, single receiver to the near side. Looking to pass, Hill giving pressure. It's over the middle and incomplete. Was trying to hit Hendricks. Robertson had the coverage. 4th and 10 coming up for the Patriots.
Well, another good series on defense here for the Colonels. Stephon Smith looks like he has a few cramps here issues. He's on the sideline stretching things out there. Definitely hope that's all that is for that young man. Would be missing him on the defensive side of the ball. Really getting after the ball week after week. I think you read earlier where he was leading our team in tackles. That's pretty pretty stout there because we got a lot of good defensive players.
Punt from McCorkle will hit at the Patriot 48, roll into Colonel territory. Lester picks it up at the 45 and is spun down just inside midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The worst field position the Colonels have had to start a drive tonight at the Patriot 49.
Yeah, it was. It's not the best, but we'll live with it here. I'm pretty sure Will Davis is going to be excited here to come out, start another series on offense. This should be his first series headed towards Holly Ridge. Is that correct? This first series in the second quarter on offense.
First and 10, Colonels from the Patriot 49 with 10:10 to go second quarter. Colonels looking to add to a 21-0 lead. Davis looking to throw right side, incomplete over the head of intended receiver Thomas Putnam. We'll bring up second and 10.
Tough break there for the Colonels as Putnam ran a pretty good crisp route there. And I do like Winston Academy's defensive secondary. They come up here and get in your face. They got a little bump and run action going on here, not allowing the Colonels receivers to get off the line cleanly. And it gives it a different look there for the Colonels. More people give that soft outside coverage, just not allowing anything to get behind you.
Trips to the near side. Same play, pass complete to Putnam. Makes a couple of men miss, and he's got a Greenville Motorsports first down. They'll mark it at the Patriot 37, a 12-yard gain.
Woods Toller did a great job of getting out front there and doing and blocking up there out front, almost kind of like an offensive lineman out here in midfield here, out of here in the open. Does a great job though up front and made a nice lick there, hard lick. Allowed Putnam to get out there to the secondary and make a nice run after the catch.
First and 10, Colonels from the Winston 37. Ball is on the near hash, just inside 10 minutes to play second quarter. Colonels leading 21-0. Davis will take the snap from the gun. Play action, throws left side, incomplete. May have been batted at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't tell there, but left it short. Second and 10 for the Colonels.
Yeah, I think number 2, Irby from Morton, got in there and got his hands up and made a nice play on the defensive side. There from his defensive end position, blitzing back.
Hopefully in the second half. Those that are still listening will get a chance to hear from Irby from Morton. We've got a timeout on the field, one of the Patriots.
Irby.
Trying to get the shoestrings tied up. Second and 10, Colonels from the Patriot 37. Davis from the gun. Steps back, looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket. Now lost it downfield, looking for Lester. Nice coverage downfield. It's incomplete, batted away by McCorkle. Lead the Colonels with third and 10.
I got to give credit where it's due. 58, the high school jersey 58, Drew Tannehill, the offensive lineman there, blocking with his back end even that time. He realized that Davis was rolling out of the pocket, and he had good presence there. His defense blocking the defensive guy behind him, just kind of getting in the way and shielding there. Great job there by Tannehill using his entire body. Realized he could not get around, turned around on him. Good blocking.
Third and 10 from the Winston 37. Davis will have James Hill in the backfield, looking to throw. Goes over the middle, incomplete, was looking for Josh Shield, and led him a little too much. Colonels will be left with fourth and 10.
Just kind of a sloppy field playing condition right now, and I believe Coach Nestor and company are just trying to see, what things are going to work here, putting us in different scenarios. And I like that he's trying to get, some reps out there with Davis, trying to run a few different things here and there. We know that we can score on them when we run the ball, so let's try a few different scenarios.
Josh Hill will go back and stand at midfield to punt. He's had 10 attempts on the year, averaging 36.6 per punt. And this one goes straight up in the air and will go out of bounds at the 30. Woe was bragging to Coach Nestor about Hill's efforts so far this year, that time only a 7-yard punt. And Winston will have it first and 10 from their own 30.
Well, that is one thing that you do hate to see whenever you do take that enthusiasm and attitude out of the offense and you try a few different things here. You're kind of, it's almost lackadaisical, but you're trying to play to run a little time off the clock, I guess you'd call it. Players become kind of uninterested there, and that might have been what occurred there that time as he just really didn't look too focused on that punt, as he always does.
Dixie will work from the gun on 1st and 10. Handoff to Wells. He is wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. Boy, the Patriots have had zero success running the football tonight. Lester coming up to make the tackle. He's going to lose one back to the 29.
Bulldozer there again. Lester did good job of just making that offensive line look pretty bad there. I think if I were their coach at halftime, I would say somebody needs to put a body on 28 there, as nobody's really having much success of doing that right now, and the Colonels are playing the nasty boys defense like we like to see here, and that's what we like to see them getting after it here. And this is what's fun right here. This is fun, sloppy part of football.
2nd and 11 from the 29. Dempsey has a back to either side of him. He'll hand off on the counter around the left side to Joyner. Eli Lipsy was the first to get there. I think he might have slipped out of Lipsy's grasp, and Peyton Barnes comes in to clean things up. No gain on the play.
Sorry, partner.
That's fine.
Two good things that occurred there. Lipsy from the outside realizing and reading that, seeing two pulling backs or two backside pulling linemen coming towards him, realizes and reads it, comes up from the outside cornerback position there and realizes it's a run. And then number two, the backside defensive linemen realizing that they were getting pulling, and they got in on their waistline on the backside of them and got pulled right into the play.
3rd and 11. Dempsey hands off to Joyner. Works his way straight ahead across the 35 up to the 38. Maybe the best play from scrimmage for Winston thus far.
And what occurred there on that time, Watson, is we got those ears pinned back. We know it's third long situation. We want to apply as much pressure as we can on the quarterback. It's a passing down. And Winston Academy wisely just kind of hands off a little draw play there. So it allows the Colonels' defense to over-pursue, and then the next thing you know, they're coming and they're having to return and retreat there and try to grab him down from behind. Good play called by Winston. Unfortunately, they were not able to move the chains.
4th and 2 from the 38. McCorkle will come on to punt. He'll stand at his own 25. Lester will go back to return for the Colonels. Stands at his own 29. 7:07 to play second quarter. Colonels on top, 21-0, as the punt will take Lester back to the 25 over the shoulder catch and returns it up the left sideline, runs over a man at the 40 and brought down at the 41. 16-yard return out of Lester.
Was that Willie Mays Hayes style?
Yeah.
It sure was there. You know, after a while running back a ball there, you get tired of being all flashy and dancing around. Sometimes you just got to run over somebody, and that's what Lester does there at that time. Realized, hey, I'm about getting to the end of the road here. I might as well go on, and I'm getting in that big crowd of defensive players here. Let's just go on and just run over somebody and make them wish that they weren't standing in front of me having to tackle me.
Mark it at the 42, 1st and 10. Colonels at their own 42. First time they've started a drive from their own side of the 50 tonight as the handoff goes to Toller. And he works off right tackle up to the 48, a 6-yard pickup. Will leave the Colonels with 2nd and 4.
Kind of a blast play there where we're just getting in about the 4-6 hole there, and just kind of a blast dive there where Toller got in behind his fullback and just followed him to the promised land there. Great job of running downhill and downfield there by Toller, getting that head full of steam going and getting a second down and manageable play.
6:20 to play before the half. Colonels on top, 21-0. Davis will work out of the gun here with Hill and Toller in the backfield. Davis going to get behind his backs and try to run it, and he's brought down. No gain on the play. Irby from Morton coming up to make the stop from behind.
I'm telling you, that kid's all over the place. I mean, he's such a popular player that even Mr. Mason came in here earlier and asked, who is that young man out there? We don't have a number 2 on our roster, folks, for Winston Academy, so we're just naming him Irby.
Hey, sounds good.
He was Easton Bootlegger was the name always that we filled in there. And new season, new chapter. You know, we had to retire Easton.
Time for Irby to get some playing time.
That's right.
Timeout on the field, 3rd and 4 Colonels from their own 48, 5:47 to play before the half. We'll step aside and take 30 seconds if we can, David, and we'll be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
Right.
Welcome back. 5:47 to play in the second quarter. Colonels leading Winston Academy 21-0. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field, where the Colonels have won 41 straight, looking to make it 42 here tonight. Right now facing 3rd and 4 from their own 48. Ball is on the near hash.
Stephen Robinson in the house tonight, as our man, our backup color commentator pointed out.
Lester takes the handoff on 3rd down, brought down right at the first down marker. They have to have another measurement.
I believe he's going to be a little short there.
Yeah, the official on the near side looks like he's got him about a foot short.
Yeah, he's got him marked where Lester's initial knee contact came down, not where he fell, and the ball ended up there. And so tough, unfortunate situation there for the Colonels' offense. Yeah, Kurt brought up a good point here that Jordan Black, her last week, I think, to work on the Delta News was maybe this week, so she's moving on to greener pastures. And so now we got Stephen Robinson back on the sidelines. Tough break.
Yeah. Chain gang comes out. They'll put the sticks down. And Lester's going to be just short. Be 4th and about a foot. My eyes still had a little something left in them.
Yeah, there you go. Wait, are you talking about Stephen Robinson, Jordan Black coming, or are you talking about the measurement?
I better stick with the measurement.
There you go. I believe we're in 4-down territory here, Watson, and we're going to have to go for it here as Coach Nestor gets one of the young ball boys to run out a good fresh ball there, a dry ball. So I believe he's going to call onto this Colonel's offense.
4th and short. Colonel is going to go from the Patriot 49 on top of Winston, 21-0 with 5:15 to play in the second quarter. Davis will get behind his line, and he's got a first down with ease. Still on his feet, dragging defenders inside the 40. Boy, a quarterback sneak. Davis takes it almost 14 yards to he'll mark it at the Patriot 36, give him 13 on the carry for a Greenville Motorsports first down.
And that's what you call a surge right there. That's where you're getting on those offensive linemen. Just get behind them. Watson, I'm going to call on Dustin Simmons, tell him a little quick story on him real quick. He played quarterback for us back in the day, and we had this wedge play where we ran just to get, a first down. Well, we got stuffed the first time we ran it, and the head coach hollered out on the field, I'm going to run the exact same play again. And if y'all don't get this first down, we're going to run all next week. We got that first down and a lot more there, and those young men got in there.
1st and 10, Colonels from the Patriot 36. Davis with a quick drop, looking to pass, dancing around in the pocket, now going to run. A flag is down in the Colonel backfield as Davis still on his feet inside the 30 to the 20 to the 10 to the 5 and near the goal line before he's finally taken down. But I'm afraid this one will be coming back.
Yeah, it's in the area holding, and you almost wonder, could Davis not see that flag and be like, let's reserve a little energy here, maybe just slide down. It was kind of thrown behind him. A good hustling play, though, and alert effort there. And you like to see the tenacity in the quarterback there trying to get into that end zone. Once he got around this corner out there about the 15-yard line, he said, hey, I got a chance to score here, and almost got in there. But like you said, I believe that was in the area holding and going to come back.
They will take this back to the Colonel 48. Bring up 1st and 26, I believe. Math right?
First in a long ways, I can tell you that. I'm glad I don't have to run that far.
4:30 to play in the second quarter. Colonel's on top of Winston, 21-0. Davis will take the snap from the gun, has time in the pocket, throws over the middle, tipped, and in and out of the hands of Putnam. He bobbled it, couldn't hang on. 2nd and 26 coming up.
Well, I thought it was a good route ran there where Putnam and the receiver core knew that the defensive backs would be playing back there, kind of avoiding trying to get the home run ball on them. So Coach Nestor and company called up a little design run there where you keep your offensive receivers in front of them there, but you're trying to knock off about 10 yards, get you back into a second down and manageable 10. And Putnam just couldn't reel it in there, and tough break missed there by the Colonel's offense.
2nd and 26 from the IA-48. Davis from the gun sends 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now Toller comes in motion near side. Screen set up, caught by Lester. Escapes 1 defender to the 45-40, puts a stiff arm at the 30. He's loose down the sideline to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. IA Colonels, that was all. Wesley Lester takes it 52 yards to the house. Colonels on top, 27-0 with 3:55 to play before the half.
Yeah, nice screen set up right there in the middle there, and Davis throws, finds Lester there, almost threw it too high. Lester making an athletic play there, going up, making that catch. Then after that, almost getting tackled by the first initial person there. A few bodies were being put on him by Winston Academy players, but you cannot hit him or grab him up high and expect to hold on, especially in a wet situation. You got the wet hands. He's got a wet jersey. It's hard to hold on there, and Lester doing the job once he got in the open field, turning on the afterburners. Great job there.
Spencer Robertson on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 3:55 to play in the second quarter. Colonels on top of Winston, 28-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel football on Super Talk for the Delta.
1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism, wondering how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of those, State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola can help you get to a better state of mind. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and he'll put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, backed by 24/7 customer support. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola, 887-1561.
Local decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel booster.
6 plays, 58 yards on the scoring drive for the Colonels. Will Davis to Wesley Lester. 52-yard screen pass for the score as kickoff taken just inside the 5 and taken down near the 20-yard line with a returner there. I'm trying to get a number for the Patriots. Almost conceded that return. Not trying to take anything away from Grant Coleman, who got downfield to make the tackle, but return man just kind of got there and stopped.
Well, when you got that many, you see a sea of blue coming towards you, and the scoreboard shows 28-0. After a while, you just want to take a pack of Tums and maybe call it a night here as Indianola Academy. Pretty good. Just like you mentioned earlier, 41-game home win streak. That there alone says a lot there. You're coming in with your backs really against the wall.
1st and 10, Patriots from their own 21. Dempsey from the gun in trouble. Powell giving chase, then we'll wrap him down, or wrestle him down, I should say. Back inside the 15.
And the difference is, Watson, we run a 3-man front here. The tight end actually stayed in there for Winston Academy to stay in and blocking and give extra pressure. Well, most defensive ends have outside containment, that outside linebacker or that outside lineman there. So you're as an offensive lineman, you're more times than not thinking he's going to the outside. Powell worked straight across his face, shot into the inside gap there, and did a great job beelining it straight to the quarterback. A very nice sack there. You got to give him credit for just making a good move up front there.
The 10-yard loss all the way back to the 11. 2nd and 20. Dempsey will hand off to Wells. Looks for running room up the middle. Not much there. James Hill comes up to make the tackle. They'll mark it at the 15, a 4-yard pickup. Bring up 3rd and 16.
Partner, your eyes are still working pretty good there, man. 21, James Hill coming in there. Took me a second to figure out who that was. Did a great job coming in from that linebacker position and making a nice tackle there. And because the running back would have had a lot of yardage to go, there was nobody else there to help, and Hill does a great job of tackling.
3rd and 16 from the 15. Dempsey will work from the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Try the handoff straight ahead. Nothing doing there. Colonel sniffed that one out. And I have to defer to you. I couldn't tell that time who got in there. Maybe Tannehill?
I think that's going to be 52, John Luther Selby in there, and also maybe 53 Barnes there, Peyton Barnes getting in there as well. I couldn't tell. Who did you think, Kurt? Was that even close? And we got to get another headset up here. Get you to talking.
4th and 15.
Nonetheless,
for the Patriots.
Our defensive line, I like the presence. They're staying low there. They're clogging up the front there. They're winning the line of scrimmage, and when you do that, that's a recipe for success. In Indianola Academy doing an excellent job here in this first half on the defensive side of the ball and the offense as well, and special teams.
Winston Academy will call a timeout with 1:26 to play before the half. Colonel is leading 28-0. Patriots staring at 4th and 15 from their own 16-yard line. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, this is Chris McClain with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our 2nd generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Some called it low smoke aheadis. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that low smoke aheadis has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low smoke aheadis also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Aheadis Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
Hi, folks.
Welcome back. Colonels don't send a return man out for the punt by McCorkle, who puts a bomb across midfield. It will roll all the way to the Colonel 30. A 54-yard punt out of McCorkle puts the Colonels 1st and 10 at their own 30 with 1:15 to play in the second quarter. Colonels cruising, though, here in the first half, up 28-0.
Watson, I'm just now reading the double quick trivia question here. Picked a good one here, and actually talking about the enemy. I can't believe that. That's pretty good. And it's a good, tricky question, too, man. You got to really think. Everybody better bring their thinking caps here if you're going to get this one right.
Got to keep everybody happy. Took some heat a few years back about maybe some bias as far as the double quick trivia.
Goodness.
Always a people pleaser. Handoff goes to James Hill. And he works up to the 36 before he's taken off his feet. 6-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 4.
Speaking of being a people pleaser, you got to be pleased with the way Ole Miss's game went last week against Texas Tech. It was a good game. I thought they executed very well. Had to wake up early for the 11 o'clock kickoff there, and but you know they came up and got it done and showed up and showed out in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, that receiving core. All the hype was legit, I do believe.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Hill takes the handoff on 2nd down, works to the 41. Going to be just short of the first down. The original line of scrimmage must have been the 32. Certainly appeared to be the 30, as Indianola Academy doesn't have to snap it again if they choose not to. The game clock is at 15 seconds. Nestor takes the headset off. Looks like the Colonels will go to the locker room up 28-0 over the Winston Academy Patriots. And yeah, going back to last weekend, it was a good opening weekend for all of the big three in Mississippi. Southern Miss gets a big win over Jackson State. Mississippi State. Of course, no problem with Stephen F. Austin. And Ole Miss getting the win over Texas Tech. All three schools should have another relatively easy time this weekend.
Yeah, well, it started off with a bad bang, at Starkville Academy there. That was just a disappointing loss. But, like I've mentioned throughout the week, some team had to lose. Both teams were definitely well-deserving of winning, and some team had to lose there. And unfortunately, the ball just fell on our side where we lost. But we've recovered so far here, and this week's a new week, and I believe Coach Nestor and company have come out with a lot of focus. But I'm telling you, man, all three games were exciting. You're exactly right. It was a good week in the state of Mississippi for college football. Delta State, unfortunately, did not have so much of a lucky week, although they played on Thursday night there and had Tarleton State there out there, and that was a tough road trip there. But I'm excited about this week going to visit Manhattan, Kansas. We have the early kickoff this week. We're at 11 a.m. there, so I'm going to be working in the store.
You better get to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to be working in the store tomorrow, so from 11 to 12, if you come in, I'm probably not going to, actually probably about 10:30, because I'm going to catch the pregame as well there. Of course, Mike's going to be working with me as well, and he's a State fan, so we might not listen to y'all too much. You better know what you want whenever you walk in after 10:30.
28-0 is your halftime score. Cardinals on top of the Patriots. We'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the Larry Vance Quick Mart halftime show. You're listening to IA Cardinal Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola, or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Uh-oh, Cooper. I spilled my shoes on the carpet. Uh-oh, Olivia. What are we going to do? Oh, no. We can call Paps. He can replace your carpet.
That's right, Olivia and Cooper. Your Pap at Robertson Floor Service has any kind of carpet for those big messes or those little spills to make it all better.
Call my Paps at Robertson Floor Service.
662-887-4477. We can make it all better.
David Smith Construction of Inverness is a proud Indianola Academy sponsor. At David Smith Construction, our reputation is building every day. And Coach Tommy Nestor and the Colonels have built a winning tradition that we are proud of. Whether it be commercial or residential, let us take care of your building needs. We've been building for satisfied customers since 1982, and we would love to add you to that list. David Smith Construction is located on Highway 49 in Inverness. Call David Smith today at 265-6060.
Indianola Collision has been a vital part of the Delta business community.
The National Weather Service in Jackson has issued a flash flood warning for a dam break-in southwestern Carroll County in north-central Mississippi until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, local emergency management reported the failure of Murdoch Lake Dam. Roads that could be affected are County Road 165, Mississippi Highway 430 near Murdoch Lake, and eventually Highway 17 just south of Black Hawk. Flood waters are moving down Murdoch Creek from Murdoch Lake to Abiaka Creek. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The dam failure will cause flooding of small creeks and streams, country roads, farmland, and other low-lying spots.
And lunch in town, also dinner available as well. Cold drinks and snacks, all at Larry Vance Quick Mart, located on Highway 82 in Indianola, next to South Sunflower County Hospital. Look at some first half numbers offensively for for the Colonels, 184 yards. Colonels racked up 99 on the ground, 85 through the air, as quarterback Will Davis finishes the half 5 for 12, 85 yards and a touchdown. That went to Wesley Lester, who has 2 receptions for 56 yards and a score. Thomas Putnam, 2 grabs for 16, and Josh Hill, 1 reception for 13 yards. On the ground, Lester leading the way, 5 carries, 46 yards and a touchdown. Woods Toller, 2 carries, 15 yards and a touchdown. Will Davis, 5 carries for 36 yards, and James Hill, 2 carries for 2 yards. Colonels got on the board of the first Patriot drive of the night, a blocked punt. Josh Hill returned it 7 yards for the score, and that's been your scoring for Indianola Academy. On the defensive side, let's see, 3 total tackles for Stephon Smith, also 3 for Eli Lipsy, 3 total tackles for Wesley Lester. Ashton Powell with a sack and a fumble recovery. 2 total tackles for Peyton Barnes, also 2 for Grant Coleman, 2 for James Hill, and Clint Jones. And you said it on the first drive of the night, the Colonels were swarming to the football. Something we really hadn't seen. The Colonels have always had an aggressive defense, but here the first couple of weeks, just hadn't seen all 11 players swarming to the ball, and that's what we've seen here tonight.
Well, whenever you have a loss the week before, you do a little soul searching in practice that next week, and things get tough, and I'm very sure Coach Nestor did not take it easy on them. He probably wasn't as hard as most coaches would be, but at the same time, because he's pretty relaxed and he knows that his team was very focused, and we had a good, hard-fought game. But at the same time, whenever you do have a losing week, you tend to come back there and like I said, soul search and tell your defense, hey, guys, we lost that week here, tough, hard-fought loss, but at the same time, it's time to get after it now and do what the nasty boys like to do most there, and that's get after the ball, get to the ball and get after it and hit somebody, especially with muddy field conditions. Ooh, man, I love it. I'm telling you, stick that hand down in that ground there, get in the grit and dirt. I miss it. I tell you, it was fun. We played in a bowl game in Carrollton, Mississippi. It was called the Little Rebel Bowl when I was an 8th grader at Central Delta there. It had to be 6 inches of water on that field. I'm telling you, it was the nastiest game ever. We were a single-A school, and we were playing Heritage Academy, a triple-A school at the time. And I'm talking about when we dressed out, we had 20 to 22, 24 players, something like that. We're stretching out there. They run out with like 50-something players. You're talking about intimidation there, but we had a good, pretty 9th grade-led team there, and they really stayed focused. End up losing real close at the end there, but it was a good, hard-fought, fun game, and I definitely remember that was probably one of the muddiest games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, certainly muddy here at Legion Field. We gave you the numbers for Indianola Academy. How about this number? -4 offensive yards for Winston Academy in the first half.
I'm telling you, the nasty boys are showing out on that defensive side of the ball.
Time for the double quick trivia question. If you know the answer, have a chance to win a $10 gift card from our friends at Double Quick. Be the first to call 662-207-8335. Again, that number to call is 207-8335. I said the first to call. I better correct myself. The first to call and guess correctly. And we talked about Mississippi State going on the road to Kansas State tomorrow. Kansas State, of course, a member of the Big 12 Conference. We want to know tonight, who was the last Big 12 win for Mississippi State? Who was the last Big 12 win for Mississippi State? If you know the answer, call 662-207-8335. We will step aside and take a break. We'll try to get a winner. We'll be back. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Magic Mart Pharmacy is a proud supporter of IA Colonel football. We know it takes hard work and commitment to win football games. Come by and let us work hard to earn your business. Serving Indianola and the Delta area as your hometown pharmacy for 25 years. That's Magic Mart Pharmacy, located on Highway 82 East behind McDonald's, with a drive-through window for your convenience. Magic Mart Pharmacy, where your health is our business. Go Colonels!
Proud supporters of Colonel Football, the Tackett family, owners of Heartland Catfish Company, farm 7,200 surface water acres of catfish and 15,000 acres of grain land. That makes us the largest single grower of farm-raised catfish in the U.S. Heartland is committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality farm-raised catfish products. Be sure and eat catfish raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland seal. Smooth, clean fillet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel Football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel Football.
There's something special about having that trusted friend by you each day. No matter what life brings, he's always there, ready to lend an ear, a smile, and even a helping paw. At Planters Bank, that's what we're here for. We believe in you, and we're cheering you on each and every step. And in the places we can help, we'll be giving you that extra push you need. Planters Bank, growing together. Member FDIC.
Great deals from Wade Incorporated have made the decision to purchase a new utility tractor easier than ever. Visit your local Wade dealer today to save up to $5,050 on a new John Deere 5E Series tractor package. Pair that with 0% financing for 60 months, and you have a deal you cannot pass on. This offer ends October 15, 2018. Some conditions apply. See johndeere.com or visit your local Wade dealership for details. Wade Incorporated, your North Mississippi John Deere dealer, delivering service, solutions, and success since 1909.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you at the half. The IA Colonels on top of Winston Academy, 28-0. We have a winner for our double quick trivia question. We wanted to know, with Mississippi State going on the road to Kansas State tomorrow, who is the last Big 12 win for Mississippi State? You got to go back to 2000, the Independence Bowl, when State knocked off Texas A&M in overtime. Texas A&M was then a member of the Big 12, and congratulations to Steven Johnson. Pretty quick on the trigger there. Steven, you was state history.
And actually, I got on to him. Not got on to him, but I told him this week, I said, hey, you get a submission quicker if you pick up the phone and call. And he still texts and still won. So glad they're out there listening in. Had another good guess there, Oklahoma State in 99, and they did win that one. And I had mentioned earlier in the game, kind of gave a little tease hint there. It was a trick question, and A&M being in the SEC now, and they were the Big 12 at that time. So there was your trick question there. And Watson, you did a good job keeping the parity.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, like I said, got to keep those folks happy. But congratulations to Steven. Appreciate you listening in, and everybody who called in to guess. And, say you had to go back to 2000. Basically the last time they played a Big 12 opponent, except for the opener with Oklahoma State a few years back. They just haven't played any Big 12 opponent.
That's right.
In recent history. But congratulations to Steven Johnson. As we continue here with the Larry Vance Quick Mart halftime show, go by and see Larry located on Highway 82 next to South Sunflower County Hospital. Let him cook you up something hot and delicious for breakfast. Go back, get a good plate lunch, get some cold drinks and snacks while you're there as well. That's Larry Vance Quick Mart on Highway 82, Indianola, next to South Sunflower County Hospital. Colonel is on top of Winston, 28-0 here at the half. We mentioned in our open, the Colonels will start a 3-game road stretch next week. That'll be in Grenada at Kirk Academy, 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll have it for you right here on Super Talk for the Delta. The following week, they'll go up to Batesville, take on North Delta, and we'll wrap up the road stretch September 28th at Washington School. So it'll be a while before we're back home at Legion Field.
Yeah, and that September 28th, more people have that marked for the next time that they'll be going to Starkville, Mississippi to watch a real good game as Florida will be coming into town that night. So I'm pretty sure Highway 82 will be lit up and livid after that game Friday night, as everybody will be trekking from Greenville, making the drive straight across on 82 to go over there to that game. That'll be a good one to circle on the calendar there.
Absolutely. Still some time on the clock here at the half. Colonels leading Winston Academy 28-0. We will step aside, take a break, and be back to get you ready for the third quarter. You're listening to Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
At South Sunflower County Hospital, we are getting patients back into full swing. When you need skilled nursing or rehab after a hospital stay, there's no finer care than South Sunflower County Hospital. Complete high-quality care right here in Indianola. Our on-site swing bed facility offers an individualized, hands-on approach to providing physical, occupational, and speech therapy services with easy access to physicians. Let us help you get back into the swing of things, closer to family, closer to home. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Here's a great way to protect yourself from fraud and live a greener life. When you sign up for e-statements from Guarantee Bank, your statement will never be lost or stolen. Enroll in e-statements at any of the 16 locations of Guarantee Bank today. E-statements are fast and convenient, environmentally friendly, and safe and secure. So maybe it's time to think outside your mailbox and start getting your e-statements in your inbox. E-statements. Sign up today at Guarantee Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. We're all looking for savings when it comes to buying groceries. But what if there was a store in the Delta where you can get real savings every day? It's Shoppers Value Foods Indianola. At Shoppers Value Foods, we keep it simple. You pay our cost plus 10%. Shelf price 50 cents, add a nickel at checkout. If the shelf price is $1, add 10 cents at checkout. It's really simple. Our cost plus 10%. Shoppers Value Foods, Highway 82, Indianola. We make it simple.
I'm Greg Beals from Beals Body Shop in Rural, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Local decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel Booster.
Hey, this is Chris McClain with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our 2nd generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Brady Smith with you from Legion Field as we get ready to start the 3rd quarter. The IA Colonels having their way with Winston Academy thus far on top 28-0, and it will be Colonel football to start the 3rd quarter as the Patriots won the opening toss, elected to receive to start the game, so it will be Will Davis and company back out on the field. Hopefully you put a good drive together, hit that 35-point mark, and run over a clock here in the second half.
Get a running clock? Is that what you're saying?
That is it.
Which way are they going to be running to?
Hopefully to the house. I'm going home.
Yeah, that's right.
I still got to finish. We say that jokingly. After last week, you want to come finish. You want to put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, and show that you're still focused, and I fully expect that that's what the Colonels will do to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but, I do like to see us at the same time trying a few things out here on the field there. There was one series where Will Davis passed the ball every play there, and I think except for the scramble maybe where he was flushed out of the pocket there and they had the holding penalty there. But other than that, I like that. Hey, let's apply the pressure to him. Make his receivers find those routes. You put yourself in game-time situations like that where you see how you're going to react. He might have been working a 2-minute drill there where we see, hey, we got 2 minutes to get up down this field here and get into pay dirt. That's what you want to see here, and hopefully the Colonels can stay focused here, like you mentioned. But when Coach Nestor calls certain things, and let's succeed on that side of the ball, or whatever he's calling, let's succeed at doing that.
Colonels will send back Thomas Putnam and James Hill to return the kick. I beg your pardon, that's Putnam and Toller. As we await Winston Academy to take the field, they've got a little extra halftime stretch going on out there. They're late getting back on the field.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 now. All right, we had 12 out there at first.
It does look like an awful lot of blue out there.
It was.
McCorkle will tee it up at the 40, kick right to left. Colonels will work left to right as we start the second half.
We are all in separate booths up here. I think I heard somebody 1 or 2 booths over. They yelled, "There's 12 in." They said 12. I didn't know if they were talking about 12 gauge Clint Jones or were they talking about 12 players on the field there. And I just finally figured it out. Hey, let's start counting.
McCorkle set to kick it away, waiting on the officials to signal they're ready. McCorkle approaches the tee. Second half is underway. It's a low line drive kick, going to be scooped up at the 30 by Lester. And he returns it up across the 40 to the 43. That's where the Colonels will have it first and 10.
Number 8, Curry Black there. Not sure if he intentionally did that or what, but nice low tackle there. I believe he was laying on the ground and got up and recovered there, and Lester thought he was past him and just couldn't break away there. But a nice scoop up there by Lester and going to give his offense some nice field position to work from as we start the first drive of the second half.
First and 10, Colonels from their own 42. Ball is on the near hash. IA leading 28-0 as we open the third quarter. Quick pass left side complete to Kimball. Puts a stiff arm on a defender, and he's got a Greenville Motorsports first down in Patriot territory to the 46.
The young man's been working on them, flexing them muscles there. He really did a good job of stiff arming there and getting in that defensive back's face there and not allowing him to make a tackle. Kind of carried him about 6-8 yards after he made that catch there. Will Davis getting the ball out into his receiver's hands fast and with authority and allowing them to make the plays.
12-yard pickup, first and 10, Colonels. The Winston 46, Putnam goes in motion far side. Handoff will go to Lester. Has running room straight ahead. Bounces off the man at the 35 and tripped up at the 30. Well, Lester was trying to get the feet going. He was looking for 6. They're going to mark it at the 29. Another Greenville Motorsports first down.
He's going to be upset that he got tackled by a shoestring tackle there. Did a good job of getting out into that open field there and just could not avoid that tackle by Cage Palmer, the junior safety, coming up there and making a nice open field touchdown saving tackle there. And whenever you hit Lester, you got to hit him low. If you don't, he's going to run over you and make you wish that you did. And a nice tackle there, though, avoiding the touchdown.
17-yard pickup, first and 10, Colonels. Davis looking to throw, left side, caught again by Kimball, and spun around a couple of times and finally taken down near the 26. Short pickup. Give him 3. We'll bring up second and 7.
I tell you, if Jake Harrington, the senior defensive back corner over there, number 12, would have got his head up and just watched the ball there, he could have stuck in there, jumped in there real quick and got a pick 6 instead of worrying about the tackle. Although if you do that, you tend to, the big plays also could result in big plays for us as well.
Second and 7. Clock runs, 10:23 to play in the third. Colonels on top, 28-0. Pass right side intended for Putnam. There was some contact, no flag. Leave the Colonels with third and 7.
I like Putnam lining up real wide here because he's running a slant where he's going to go upfield about 2 yards and then, boom, cut across the middle of the field. By getting out here real wide, that allows for a lot of playing ground here. And he's able to run that route there, get in, nestle just behind those linebackers and right in front of your defensive backs. I did think the corner got in there about a second too soon. Ball was kind of thrown a little high, but Putnam almost made a pretty good grab on it.
Third and 7 from the 26. Davis will turn, handoff to Toller. Picks his way for a first down inside the 15, near the 10.
I believe that was Lester.
Toller?
That was Lester. That was Lester. It was hard to tell at that angle.
So Lester with the pickup of 16 yards. Colonels have it first and goal.
Got number 28 there just picking in his way between the tackles, doing a good job. Offensive lineman making nice openings up front there. He got in behind those linemen, and once he got that first down and got into that secondary, kind of vaulted forward there and made a nice run.
First and goal, Colonels. Davis from the gun, looking to throw. It's Kimball around the 4, and he's taken out of bounds there. Second and goal coming up.
Well, a nice out route run by Randy Kimball there. And once he got that, he ran his out. He got that head back on a swivel, looking to look at Davis there. And Will Davis led him, put it right in his bread basket. Did a good job, Kimball, after that catch. Got upfield and got a couple of needed yards there, getting closer to knocking on the door.
9:43 to play in the third. Colonels leading 28-0. Second and goal from the 4. John Howard Gilbert's got to be careful. He's going to be part of this play. Snap back to Davis, comes to Lester, who is in motion, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Third and goal coming up from the 3.
Well, Winston Academy credit their defense that time. They're in the shadows of the goalpost there, but what they did, they just spread the field there that time, not allowing Lester to find any running room there. Stopped it up low, kind of congested it in there. When you're laying on the ground, it's hard to block somebody there, and it just creates a big pile there, and a tough loss there for the Colonels there, our tough break.
Third and goal from the 3. Davis under center with Hill and Lester. It will go to Lester, picks his way straight ahead. Ball is loose on the ground, and the Patriots have recovered. So the Colonels going for that magic 35-point mark, put the ball on the ground, and the Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at their own 5.
And another nice drive put together by the Colonels offense, just ends up with a fumble there as the Colonels I believe that's going to be about the first time that we've put the ball on the ground in an offensive situation there all year long, which is a nice stat to talk about and say there. But you hate it whenever you're knocking on the door and make a nice drive here and trying to finish it up. And, one of your running backs here in the game trying to get him another touchdown and just could not hold on to the ball there. Tough break by the offense.
They'll put it at the Patriots 4, 96 yards to go for Winston Academy. Handoff will come near side to Dempsey. Ball is loose again. Colonels say they have it, and they do. Boy, a quick turnaround there as Dempsey ran into a foul, and somehow it was stripped loose. Colonels come up with it. 1st and goal. They'll have it at the 3.
The Nasty Boys getting after it again. That defense getting in there. Winston Academy looked like they were going to try to run maybe a little play-action fake here. Gave it off to the left side there, and there was nothing doing there. Nowhere to go. Indianola Academy, big sea of blue, had a nice surge up front there. Just winning at the line of scrimmage, and that's what you like to see. These guys getting aggressive, getting after it.
8:51 to play in the third. Colonels 28, Patriots nothing. 1st and goal, IA from the 3. Davis, quick drop. Throws the fade, back corner of the end zone. It is caught by Kimball and tiptoed to keep his feet inbound. Touchdown, Colonels. Davis to Kimball from 3 yards out. Puts the Colonels up 34-0.
And Spencer Robertson doesn't realize how important this kick is. We definitely want to get the running clock here in the second half going and put this thing to bed. Great job there, pass and catch by Will Davis. Another thing that I have to say, Watson, that I hadn't really bragged on a lot this year, our center-to-quarterback exchange has been perfect so far all year. Want to knock on some wood there. Definitely don't want to break that streak there.
Snap back to Robertson, or back to Hill, rather, was low, and the kick is no good. 34-0, the score remains with 8:45. What do we have to do, guys? 8:45 to play in the third. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
Ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism, wondering how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of those, State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola can help you get to a better state of mind. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and he'll put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, backed by 24/7 customer support. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels of Indianola, 887-1561.
Welcome back. Robertson's kick taken at the 10 and returned up to the 24-yard line. That's where the Patriots will have it, 1st and 10. Brandon Brown getting downfield to make the tackle.
I couldn't tell who that was running downfield there. But a good job nonetheless by our special teams getting downfield there and not giving Winston Academy much running room to get the ball back there, as we had a wedge-busting unit there come out. Looked real good there on special teams.
Colonels 34, Patriots nothing, 8:36 to play in the third. Dempsey will take the snap from the gun, looking to throw and through the hands of intended receiver and then through the hands of Brown. Had a shot at a pick. Couldn't hang on. They were trying to hit Noah Dempsey out in the flat. Will leave the Patriots with 2nd and 10.
I was looking here trying to find Brandon Brown on our roster, Watson. I finally see him sneaking up there on the number 22 spot there. And just tough break. I tell you, Brandon Brown was focusing on making the tackle out there by the would-be receiver. Suddenly he looked up. He had a gift from heaven coming into his hand. Just could not hold on to it there.
2nd and 10, Patriots from their own 24. Dempsey will hand off to Wells. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Lester once again the first to get in there.
Also, big 53 Peyton Barnes, the nose guard, doing a good job once again, just locking up that middle. Last second, shucking that center, going across face there, and making a nice stop there as well with Lester. That combination there is going to be a tough 1-2 tandem there as each one complements one another there. And glad to see we're getting a few more substitutions in here now, getting a few little more reps.
Warren Toller back in the game. We saw him in the first half. He's in there at nose guard. 3rd and 10 for the Patriots from their own 24. Dempsey to pass, throws right side. It's caught by Noah Dempsey and wrestled down around the 27-yard line. Alex Tannehill going over to make the stop. We'll leave the Patriots with 4th and about 4. They'll send the punting unit onto the field.
Well, another good defensive series there by the Colonels. Looking good, even with when we're getting a few substitutions in here and there. Just the Colonels see a blue there on the defensive side of the ball, doing an excellent job getting to the ball still. We've kept that attitude up. The torch is being passed along here, and we're still got the great attitude.
Woods Toller will go back in and return the punt for the Colonels. Stands at his own 40. Cardinals on top, 34-0. 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Toller will pick it up at the 41, returns it 4 yards to the 45 before he's taken off his feet, and that's where IA will have it. 1st and 10. Well, maybe this drive we hit the magic number.
It'd be nice, definitely would. I believe, though, we're going to have so many substitutions in here, we probably will not see that the rest of the night unless we make a nice drive here, which we stand the chance to do it. These guys have been practicing all week, or been practicing all year, actually, and waiting their time to get called in there, and when they're going to get called upon, these guys are going to show up here. This team's really stingy, and they like to hit, and that's what I like to see.
Ford Owen will be the new center. Got Reeves Policini, John Luther Selby, Jeff Rainey, and Warren Toller on the line. We've got a timeout in Winston. Let's try to get these other names and numbers in there for you. John Reese Jackson is on the field. He'll be at wide out along with Spencer Robertson. Connor Moore will be in the backfield. Grant Coleman will be the new tight end. And the new quarterback for the Colonels is Thomas Putnam. Looks like you'll also have John Clayton Chisholm in the game as well. Colonels 34, Patriots nothing, 6:55 to play in the third. I think I got everybody there.
Wonderful job. Bill Alford getting the crowd fired up out here. Got some new beats and mixes, and I was telling Kurt earlier, I was like, yeah, he's playing some new people, playing little Bruno Mars there, and Kurt was like, yeah, that's old. I could tell he wanted to say that, but he didn't want to make me feel old, and probably one of Bruno's first songs. It's new to me.
1st and 10, Colonels from their own 45. Putnam will go under center as Chisholm and Moore in the backfield. Putnam will run the option left side, calls his own number, picks up 3 to the 48, bring up 2nd and 7.
Nice run there. The option run to the left side there by Putnam. That's your tough, weaker side there, being the right-handed quarterback. But does a great job there running it downfield. He reads his first dive back there. The defensive tackle sticks to him, so he pulls it, runs downfield. The defensive end never picks him up there, so he says, hey, I'm going to go and shoot around the corner there. Nice run up front there by the junior Putnam.
Put it at the 47, so give him 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8. This time the handoff will go to Connor Moore, and he's wrestled down in the backfield. That'll be a loss back to the 45, loss of 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 10.
Speaking of 2, number 2, Irby from Morton made the tackle once again. That's a good young body there. I tell you, he's something special.
We're trying to get there. We got to get a running clock.
I know.
Trying to get to Irby. Brandon Brown has checked in offensively, 3rd and 10 for the Colonels from their own 45 as they lead Winston Academy 34-0 with 5:35 to play in the third. Putnam will have Chisholm and Moore in the backfield. Jackson and Brown are the wideouts. As the pass over the middle is tipped and nearly intercepted. It was intended, I believe, for Connor Moore. Incomplete pass will lead the Colonels with 4th and 10.
I like the call there. The middle screen there, set it up, looked very nice, executed it, but Putnam threw just a little high there, and Moore wasn't able to get up there and make that catch, climb that ladder, and we got his hands on it, but just unfortunately for the Colonels' offense, was not able to bring it down.
Josh Hill will go back and stand at his own 30 to punt it away. Good snap back to Hill, gets off a high spiral kick. Fair catch called for and brought in by Dixie at the 23, and we're going to tack on some more for late contact there.
Yeah, Kimball didn't hit him hard, but you can't touch him at all. You got a little halo there, and at the last second, Dempsey came up about a foot, and when he came up that 1 foot, he jumped into he moved his halo zone, I guess you would say, up, and Randy Kimball just unalertly did a great job of running downfield and running his lanes, just took 1 step too many and could not get stopped there at the last second. And unfortunate break on special teams for the Colonels. I got to give him credit, though. I thought he did a great job of getting downfield and getting very close there. He can't be upset with that too much there.
The Patriots, after the penalty, will have it 1st and 10 from their own 38.
I'm curious, Watson, who do we have second in command on the punt unit? Do you have any idea?
That's a great question that hopefully we don't have to find out the answer to tonight.
Till next year.
Yeah, next year. That's right. Dixie bobbles. He went up to throw, fell in his own hands, and he's going to be wrestled down near the line of scrimmage. Peyton Barnes coming up to make the stop along with Grant Coleman. Well, that could have been disastrous for the Patriots. I want to mention also Braden Kimball is in the game for the first time tonight, wears number 64 for the Colonels.
I would have went with Dipsy calling his own number.
Yeah, make it sound a little better.
Yeah, he did try back to pass, and that darn thing squirted out the back of his hands there. Probably a little slick playing conditions out there still on this field, as we didn't get too much sunlight on it. The ball slipped out. He was able to catch it and recover.
Clock runs with 4:27 to play in the third. Colonels in control, 34-0. Handoff goes straight ahead. Woods, Toller, Jeff Rainey combining on the tackle.
Yeah, big 55, reminiscent of Watson Brewer last year. Wore that number 55 jersey there with pride there, and doing a great job of passing the torch along. We've always talked about that. Watson, this younger generation of players, always do a good job when getting called upon out here on the field, and like to see them playing, getting that playing time.
3rd and 7 for the Patriots from their own 41. Trips come to the near side. Dempsey's in trouble. Grant Coleman goes back and picks up a sack back around the 32-yard line. Well, how about that play out of the sophomore Coleman? Well, they gave him a generous spot. They'll put it at the 34, loss of 7.
Well, what Coleman did was snuck in from his outside linebacker position from the right side, which is Dempsey, the quarterback, being a right-handed quarterback. That is his blind side. That's his backside there. so never saw him coming. Grant Coleman did a great job there wrestling down in the backfield, and nice sack there.
Brandon Brown will go back to return this punt as McCorkle gets off a low line drive kick, going to hit at the 45 and be picked up at the 35 by Brown. Tries to run it right side and nowhere to go. He's wrestled down immediately. In fact, going to lose a few. Put this back at the 32 is where the Colonels will have it, 1st and 10. Leading Winston Academy 34-0 with 2:59 to play in the third quarter.
That's when you got to take a playbook out of Wesley Lester's page there and just decide, hey, there's nowhere to. You're not going to outrun them, get to the outside. Let's just go on and run over somebody there. And Brown, I got to give him an A for effort, but at the same time, Winston Academy credit their punting unit, getting downfield, running their lanes, and staying in them. Very disciplined there. Did a good job not allowing Brown to get to the outside.
Putnam under center on 1st and 10 will turn handoff to Moore, and was able to slip out of one tackle, but not the second. No gain on the play will bring up 2nd and 10. He may have lost half a yard.
Yeah, I see Coleman getting up out there off the turf and sloshing off there some water and everything. So it's still wet out there, Watson. I mean, I didn't need to go out there and check it out. I'd taken their words for it.
Yeah. Glad you, but hey, you made the effort. You did what you thought you were supposed to do, and went down there, felt for yourself. You've got to be able to confirm these things.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a Patriot slow to get up, and now walking off is Tanner Boatner. Appears to be okay. Certainly glad to see that.
Almost looked like he got a frog in the leg there. I really couldn't tell. And you got to, Colonels are hitting out there right now, and these guys are getting after it. And Winston is as well, and that just happens on plays there. Players are going to get hurt, but like you said, glad to see him getting up and getting off the field there on his own legs.
2nd and 10 from the 31. 34-0. Colonels in control with 2:30 to play in the third. Putnam will have I formation behind him with Chisholm and Moore. And a false start against the Colonels. Looked like the left tackle got a early jump.
Yeah, Reeves Policini, number 51, the sophomore, jumping out of his stance just a little too quick. Saw that he had a tough blocking assignment there and knew that he was going to have to be real quick there and just got out 1 millisecond too fast there. You like to see the intensity and the fire and get up out of these younger generation of players, but at the same time, you got to be more disciplined as well.
2nd and 15 from the 26. Putnam will send John Reese Jackson wide left. Spencer Robertson, the receiver, to the near side. Handoff will go to Chisholm straight ahead. Ball is loose on the ground. Looks like the Colonels were able to recover. No mark. Chisholm at the 26, or right about the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up.
I like the play there by the offensive line. Did a good job of the backside pulling guard there, pulling across there, and did a very good job there. Jeff Rainey was coming across from that backside left guard, getting out front there, and he had the nice pulling assignment there, and then at that, the hole kind of collapsed just a second too late.
3rd and 15 from the 26. Putnam under center. Will turn handoff to Moore. Bounces right side and tripped up by the wet field. He'll fall down at the 30, a 4-yard gain.
See, I would have went with a victim of self-tacklization.
I got to learn from you.
If I'm going to pass this torch on to you, Watson,
you got to give me some good tips.
I think you've done very well, my friend, over the years. I promise you that.
4th and 11 coming up from the 30. Clock continues to run in the third. 38 seconds to play. Colonels on top, 34-0. Josh Hill will go back on 4th and 11, stand at his own 16. Up a high wobbly kick. To be taken at the 35 by Wills and wrestled down immediately. Woods Toller getting downfield to make the stop.
I have to give us another Bill's Body Shop Collision of the Game nominee there as well, as Woods Toller just did a great job of running downfield and making a nice tackle there, slamming the running back return man down to the ground with authority. Very nice job there by Woods Toller.
35-yard punt out of Hill. 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 36 with 21 seconds left to play in the third.
And when writing those notes down, you can't just write Toller or W. Toller. You've got to write it all the way out, Woods, because you got Woods and Warren Toller now.
There you go.
Both playing out here on Friday nights. Nice to see the brothers playing together.
Dempsey will hand off right side to Harrington. A flag is down. Harrington taken to the ground near the 40-yard line. Reeves Policini getting over to make the stop. That will be likely the final play of the third quarter. We'll get the call from the official.
As bad of a dove hunting experience as most people had this opening weekend, past weekend, that official's very lucky that that flag did not get shot whenever he threw it out there. Everybody's looking for some low-flying birds right now.
Holding will be the call against the Patriots. That'll back them up to the 26.
Yeah, tropical storm or tropical depression Gordon came in and wiped us out of here, man. Just was not a good hunting experience. But there's always this weekend. Gonna have some good football and hopefully
some good weather.
There you go. That's exactly right. I've seen it's supposed to be a lot cooler this weekend, so that darn weatherman lies an awful lot there. Let's hope he's not lying on that one.
That brings the third quarter to a close. Colonels 34, Patriots nothing. We will take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Football on Super Talk for the Delta.
What are you doing?
Daddy, I'm dancing on my ceramic floor.
What is that noise now?
Daddy, that's Lottie dancing on the laminate floor.
What are y'all kiddos doing now?
Daddy, I think Cooper's laying a new wood floor. Come buy floors at Robertson Floor Service.
For new floors, come see us at Robertson Floor Service or call us at 662-887-4477.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn, and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter here from Legion Field. The IA Cardinals on top of the Winston Academy Patriots, 34-0. Patriots have it 1st and 20 from their own 26 as we open the final quarter of play. With Dempsey, for as much pressure as he's been under tonight, he's got one of the cleanest jerseys on the field.
He really does.
Harrington will go in motion far side, play action from Dempsey. Now we'll swing it out to Harrington. Coleman giving chase, and we'll wrestle him down behind the line of scrimmage. Nice pursuit there out of Coleman. They'll mark this at the 25. A 1-yard loss will bring up 2nd and 21.
Well, defense again, just getting out there to the ball. Once again, making a nice coverage, converging out there with the receiver and making a nice open field tackle, not allowing him to get on up the field there. And great job on defense by the Colonels.
Brewer right, Nolan Nichols, Jacob Sepulvedo in the game for the Colonels. 2nd and 21 for the Patriots. Dempsey, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, now going to run. And he's going to be taken down by Connor Moore at the 31, a 10-yard pickup. Leave the Patriots with 3rd and about 11, is that right?
Dempsey doing a good job of scrambling there, finding a nice running lane and bringing them up with a 3rd down and manageable play. I mean, there's a lot closer than it was there, but you got to give credit to Connor Moore coming out of his linebacker position there and making a nice open field tackle, not allowing Dempsey to almost get that 1st down.
10:30 to play. Cardinals on top, 34-0. Dempsey takes the snap on 3rd and long. Looking to pass, in trouble, and he's taken down from behind. Braden Kimball coming up with the sack.
boy, 52, John Luther Selby dropping back into pass coverage there. Looked pretty natural coming in from his linebacker position there. And I tell you, that might have been a coverage sack there, Watson, as the Colonels' defensive secondary did an excellent job having all of the Winston Patriot receivers covered up nicely. And like I said, when you see Selby, the linebacker, dropping out there, it looked like a seasoned, crafty veteran there getting out in the right position.
McCorkle back to punt. Wow, a line drive spiral kick. Going to take that Jackson, John Reese Jackson, I believe, on the return. Tries to run it right side and runs out of real estate. He'll be brought down around the 27th where the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10.
Ran a mile to get nowhere. He'll realize the older he gets, he will not be doing that as much as he used to.
Sound like you're speaking from experience?
I am speaking from experience. No sense going a mile around the way to go nowhere. Just go straight to it.
1st and 10, Colonels. They put it at the 26th. IA on top. 34-0 here as we wind down in the 4th. Putnam under center with I formation in the backfield. Runs the option. Left side, tries the pitch to Moore. It's on the ground, and Moore alertly will fall on it. At the 21, 5-yard loss on the play.
I like Connor there, just alertly falling on the ball there. That is the toughest thing to run as a quarterback there, running it to the left, that option play. And Winston Academy, give their defense credit. What they did is just really stretch the field there that time, not allowing Thomas Putnam to get to the outside there. Kept good outside containment and just really working the sidelines as well there, and nothing doing for the Colonels.
2nd and 15 from the 21. There is a Patriot down on the field around the 28. He'll get some attention. Looks like maybe a cramp. He's now up on his feet. And we'll hop off. It's like Boatner again, same one that was down earlier.
Oh, yeah, sure is. While we got a second, I got to give a shout-out to the Executive Vice President of Colonel Sports Radio, Lori Williams. I'm glad you're out there listening. Did not realize you held such an esteemed title. And Bobby actually pointed out that Chico came up with the victim of self-tacklization there. That was old Gentry commentator.
Putnam takes the snap on 2nd and long. Where's the face mask? Putnam was spun around 4 times and still on his feet. Let's blow this one dead, guys. Putnam finally taken down back around the 13. Let me check, see if he can still turn his neck. Wow, that was scary.
It really was there.
8:36 to play. Colonels on top, 34-0. Going to pick up 15 yards here.
I also have my niece, Maisie Smith, out there listening in to the Colonel's broadcast. She wanted to be at the game tonight, but it was a little too muddy, so she wisely stayed at home because I guarantee her outfit would be covered from head to toe. She wears her Uncle Brady out, I can tell you that.
And probably a good call to stick around the house tonight.
I guarantee you.
1st and 10, Colonels after the face mask penalty. Ball is at the I-8 39 on the near hash. Putnam Moore from the gun. And the ball is loose on the ground. The snap never made it back to him. A flag is down. As Connor Moore, it looked like, came up to recover the loose ball. No, that's not 10. That's 18. Putnam, the quarterback, in there to recover. We'll wait and get the call from the official.
The clock has stopped while we're sitting here waiting.
Be a false start against the Colonels. We'll back them up to the 33.
Yep, everybody's jerseys are pretty muddy here on these sidelines tonight.
1st and 15 with 8:17 to play. Colonels on top, 34-0. final home game for a while. Colonels will not be back at Legion Field until October the 5th. It'll be homecoming for Indianola Academy with Winona Christian in town. 1st and 15 from their own 33. Putnam takes the snap, puts it on the ground, picks it up, running for his life in the backfield, and going to be dropped at the 24. Be a loss of 9.
And, you know, Watson, you mentioned earlier about Winona coming to town. We're going to have back-to-back W teams coming to town, back-to-back home W games coming with Winston and then Winona.
Good point.
Interesting stat, crazy stat. Now, I was going to say Winona Academy is picking up a lot of players here. I've been hearing that they've been picking up a lot of, attendance, and so they're going to be a pretty good team coming in here. I think they still have Junior Graham as their coach. I'm not sure. I'm sure you'll pull that up next couple of weeks as we get to playing them. But he's a pretty good coach.
Yeah, absolutely. 3rd and 24. Handoff goes around the right side to Connor Moore. He's brought down at the 26, only a 2-yard gain. 4th and 22 coming up for the Colonels.
And there's your sign you like to see when Coach Ray Bridges can leave out of the press box here and go to the sidelines.
Looks like the Colonels will keep the offense on the field here.
I do like to see Josh on the sidelines, though, getting ready just in case he's getting caught up on there.
This is actually going to be 3rd down here. The down marker across the way said 3rd on the previous play. So now it's 3rd down. 22 yards to go. Putnam under center from the 26. Hand off to Chisholm. Picks his way straight ahead. Gets positive yardage up to the 34. 8-yard gain for John Clayton Chisholm. Now it's 4th down, and the punting unit will be on the field.
Okay. I got you then. Like to see John Clayton there running off the tackle position there. He was going out to about the 7 hole. Once he figured out that hole was clogged up there, he negated it, did a nice cut back into the inside, hit about the 3 to 5 hole, right off the tackle's rear end there. Did a great job of getting upfield there and getting us a nice, at least a little breathing room here for Josh Hill to come on for the punting unit.
Hill will go back and stand at his own 20. End over end kick. Going to hit at the 34 and take an IA roll inside the 30 to the 27. That's where the Patriots will have it. 1st and 10. 5:32 to play. Colonels on top, 34-0 over Winston Academy.
Well, nice punt there by Hill. Like to see that he still had his, head in the game here. Whenever you get on these sidelines, you can get a little lackadaisical here and not really be focused there. But Hill did a great job getting that punt off. Had some pressure coming in there. Will Davis up back did a good job of picking up a nice block there, and Josh Hill did a good job getting it off there. And like you said, end over end, going to give the Colonels defense nice field position to start this drive.
39-yard punt, no return. New quarterback for Winston Academy is Will Catt, and he fires left side complete. The receiver still on his feet. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd and 2 for the Patriots.
Now, how do you do that? Come in off the sidelines out there, beautifully thrown pass there, put just enough loft and air up under it there. A beautiful pass there by Cap, and did a good job of Catt, C-A-T-T. That is an interesting last name.
Yeah.
I was thinking Cap that you said like C-A-P. But did a great job there, Catt did, at the quarterback position.
Perhaps he's been to Morton, spent the night with Irby a time or two. Grant Coleman comes in, gets his 2nd sack of the night, brings Catt down back at the 29-yard line, a loss of 6 on the play.
He does not have the reflexes of a cat. Did a great job there, Grant Coleman, coming from that blind side yet again, and just coming from the backside there and applying some pressure there for the Colonel's defense. Caught you off guard.
We missed that extra point earlier.
I know.
It's big killing us. 3rd down, 12 yards to go for the Patriots from their own 29. Clock runs with 4:18 to play in the game. Colonels leading 34-0. Catt will take the snap out of the gun, play action, steps up in the pocket. Catt looks like he's done this a time or two. Ball is loose on the ground, and the Patriots able to recover Jacobs Pompano had a shot at it. Said it was Matt Thompson on the recovery for the Patriots.
51, Reeves Policini coming out of that defensive end position, applying a lot of pressure there. Cat, though, he was coming from the face side there, that right side. Cat was able to step up into the pocket, avoid the initial pressure there, and like you said, looked like he had done this a time or two.
McCorkle on to punt. The low line drive going to hit at midfield. Will take a Patriot roll and will be down at the IA-40. Colonels will have it 1st and 10 from their own 40, leading 34-0 with 3:20 to play. I think the Colonels can finish this one out right here.
27 getting on the field there. Used to calling Mitchell Pitts there, and Nolan Nichols is the new 27 now. Hadn't seen that jersey. Well, I guess Nolan wore it last year there, but I'm glad that they always out there listening at Pitts. And I know Mitchell, I think I heard he was in the background listening tonight. And so glad y'all out there listening in Colonel Nation.
Always some fun guesses to the double quick trivia out of the Pitts crew.
Yeah. I mean, that's what keeps it light. That's what allows us to keep it light on our end as well there. And always glad that they're listening week after week. It's a great, makes a great atmosphere.
1st and 10 Colonels from their own 40. Handoff goes to John Clayton Chisholm, who is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They will mark it for no gain on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 40.
Well, Watson, this is part of it. We kind of expected this. You get that second unit in there. Everybody's getting a little playing time now. You're going to be off on your time in just a hair there. But you do see remnants of some nice plays here and there, some future talent here coming up. And that's exactly what we want to see. It's a nice home game, a good way to get back into the victory-win column here. And this is kind of the game that we really needed after a tough loss last week on the road there at Starkville Academy. And unfortunately for Winston, they had to be the culprit of this game. But fortunately, Indianola Academy able to bounce back and rebound here.
2nd and 10 Colonels from the 40. Putnam will toss it right side to Nolan Nichols, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield, a loss back to the 34. 6-yard loss on the play.
Watson, while we got a second here, we need to talk about Indianola Academy's junior high last night. I believe they were up 14-0 on North Delta, which is a district game for them, and play had to be called off, delayed because of lightning in the area and a monsoon, as we would call it there. It was pretty wet, and again, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but that game might have to be resumed if it comes down to district, who wins the district implications.
Yes, that is my understanding.
Yeah, so we'll just have to see, wait and see kind of deal.
3rd and 16 for the Colonels, under a minute to play now. Indianola 34, Winston yet to get on the board. Putnam will go under center on 3rd and long. Brings a man in motion near side. That's Brewer Wright. He'll take the handoff. It's going to be taken down around the 32. We'll bring up 4th down, and the Colonels will not have to snap it, I don't believe.
Well, everybody's getting off the bench now and acting like they're ready to get out there and form a conga line there.
The official plays his cards right. We can get out of here without having to snap this one again.
I believe he has.
34-0 will be your final score. Indianola Academy improves to 3-1 on the year. Winston drops to 1-3. Colonels